right. We good for introductions? We good? All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Noir, and welcome to the latest episode of Mirror Quest, the only place where you can see your anime Oshis in an anime world. Today we're joined by the final member of the Lux campaign, the Cyber Angel herself, who I'm gonna let introduce herself right now, actually.
Wow,
Rita.
Alrighty, well, hello.
Patchy.
Hi. Let me know if the volume's okay for both of us. But if you don't know who I am, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro at your service. And this is my first time doing a TTRPG solo mission, so I'm really excited. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It is an absolute pleasure. And I forgot to actually introduce myself. I realized
I noticed that.
But once again, what's up, everybody? My name is Noir. I am the Generation 2 of Meme. I mainly stream on Bilibili, but I'm here on the YTs because they said I could come back and do some fun stuff. But main content's on Bilibili, but the stuff I do for fun and the stuff I do to just goof off, like Mirror Quest, I do on here, and it is an absolute honor to have you here, Rita. And when I was putting together Lux, all of the different routes in Mirror Quest. There are many different routes. There's Chroma, which focuses more on bringing a bunch of different people from different backgrounds together, and it's like unity from chaos is the Chroma campaign. Then we have Refract, which is the morals can be subjective is that one. We've got the other one, Echo, which is learning from the past, so history doesn't repeat itself. And then we have Lux, which is the light at the end of the tunnel is the theme. And
now
so
I have a question for you as well. For those who are not familiar with what Mirror Quest is, of course, we're going to actually jump into the intro and stuff later, but kind of like a brief, what is Mirror Quest for those maybe who are familiar with TTRPGs, and yeah, what are these different sort of like paths?
Awesome. So, yeah, that's actually a very good point. Mirror Quest is a tabletop role-playing game at its core. Tabletop role-playing games are basically games where one person acting as the dungeon master, game master, whatever you want to call it, will create a world, create a somewhat loose story, and then inviting players to come along and then be the players in said story. It can vary greatly between dungeon masters. Some dungeon masters have much more linear stories. Mine are a lot more sandboxy. It's more like if you want to somehow one thing leads to another and now the world is burning, you probably can. There will be consequences, but you can. And as far as the different routes go, Mirror Quest is unique in a way, in the sense that there are multiple different groups that are exploring the same world. Their actions and their choices directly impact one another. Also opens up things for opportunities for crossover events and such. Right now we're doing a solo mission, and the purpose of the solo mission is, I always hated being thrown into a group of potential strangers and trying to figure out how to play the game. Figuring out my character was always not fun.
Sure.
Exactly, right? And so the solo missions give both you a chance to get to know your character as well as the game mechanics, but also gives our audiences a chance to get nice and invested.
Ooh, in that lore, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
We try to keep the lore is based loosely on the VTubers lores, so you're gonna see if you know much about your Oshi's lore, you might see a few things here and there.
It'll be like an expanded version of that.
Exactly. And it's fun, right? Because I get to watch VTubers actually exploring their lore, and as a lore nerd, that's a dream come true for me. So it's a win-win.
Gosh. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if you wanted to mention briefly who the other party members are eventually going to be.
Yes. Oh no, I just broke my Nendroid. Sorry.
No, not the Nintendo.
No, it's fine.
What a shame.
It's fine.
Solving.
Sorry, my bad. I fidget a lot
okay.
when I'm talking.
No worries.
The other members of the Lux party are, drumroll please, the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Turbo, also known as Nick Nitro. He is playing as everyone's playing as themselves.
Yes, Nick
his
Nitro
solo
as
mission
Nick
is
Nitro.
up if you want to see it. It was absolutely amazing. And as well as Nick, we are also going to be joined by Frederick Kunzen from Astralane. So they're gonna be joining us. They're gonna be the other members of Lux. They've already finished their solo mission, so if you guys want to see those, they are up on that channel already. Wait, did someone say I'm not live yet? Is someone are you trolling me?
No.
I'm scared. No, I'm definitely live.
Okay, I was like, you have my end of the stream as well, just in case.
I went 30 minutes and a chat of 70 people didn't tell me I was muted once.
Oh no.
They did on purpose, by the way. It was all organized.
Oh no. That's terrible.
But hey, before we jump in, do you have any questions or anything, Rita?
I'm just ready to jump in. If I have a question during the thing, I'll definitely let you know.
Perfect. In that case, it's almost time. It's time to snap in. I wish I had a cool anime opening here. I was just like, but
oh
let's
my
see
gosh,
this.
my character's moving.
Okay, let me pull up. There's gonna be a little bit of heads up. Just in the same way, there's the stories. There's a little bit of dialogue in the start. Unfortunately,
No worries.
you know when you start a new game and there's all that boring stuff that you wish you could skip through, but you can't. All right. So, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to Mirror Quest. Our story is set in an alternate universe, one which borders our own. A mirror realm, if you will. Mirror realms are realms which reflect but not quite match our universe. The mirror realms themselves are tied together by the emotions of their inhabitants. Should the emotions of the inhabitants be thrown astray, thrown awry through various, surely horrible means, the realm itself goes through what's called a shattering, where that mirror realm itself breaks up, disintegrates, and the shards of the realm fall into our world, the prime world, in the form of great tragedy, famine, war, favorite anime gets canceled, many horrible things. If the emotions of the inhabitants are aligned, whether through the actions of a great hero, such as the wise Goku calling everyone for a spirit bomb, or perhaps something more nefarious, like a magical creature which takes over the minds of every inhabitant. The realm itself will go through what's called a shining or reflection event, which will reflect onto our world as peace, prosperity, breakthroughs in science. Now, getting back to our current story, it takes place in a world that some of the regular viewers might be used to, however, set a little bit further in the future. Let me just switch over to something a little bit better. Burning, fire, where is it? There it is. And then we're gonna go into my favorite little, it's something and something. Sorry, it's I wish I could have the music preset, but I'm using the in-game one, so here it is. I think it's, oh no, it's Croc and Cast. That's it. Here it is. Do you hear this?
Yes, I do. Wow, the music changed.
All right, here we go. Rita.
Yes.
you don't remember too much about what happened and what transpired, or either through simple memory loss, or perhaps part of you simply doesn't want to remember. You remember being part of a group of individuals. You remember being a cyber angel. You remember the initial hope that you were filled with, that hope of saving lives, changing the world. Hope that through your hard work, people wouldn't have to suffer as you did. You remember eventually realizing that that wasn't going to happen. That what you thought where the cyber angels were something much, much different. However, with the extent that you had to go through with the training and the different modifications and such, you closed your heart off little by little at the start, trying your best to make the most of a situation. However, with every mission, every person left behind, these walls began to chip away. Little by little, your heart that was locked up slowly began to beat again, pressing against these walls, until one thing that you do remember clearly, and one moment that will be forever etched in your mind, is this moment. The moment where the walls finally crumbled. The moment when you feel a sharp tug on your sleeve as you're standing in the middle of what looks like some sort of parking lot, surrounded by rubble and burning vehicles. Looking down, you see a small, I almost said a small person. You see a child looking up at you, shorter brown hair, seems to be a young boy. It's covered in debris and dirt, holding on to what looks like a little plushie, kind of looks like a duck.
Oh.
And yeah, how do you react to this? Because at this point, you almost hear like a shattering, like a mirror breaking. Your eyes, your pupils that were previously foggy now have pupils. You've sort of regained consciousness out of this almost trance-like state.
With a glazed look, I guess, in my eye, I kind of shake myself out of my stupor, and I ask this kid, who are you? Why are you here?
He looks up at you and says, Please, miss, they're still inside. Don't leave. You were supposed to save us, weren't you? He says as he sort of coughs a little. But at this point, you hear a stern voice in front of you, a female voice, a very slight cybernetic tinge to her voice that says, Number 316. Number 316. We've got everything we need. Let's go. What's taking so long? Roll will. This is going to be a d20 plus your 2. At this point, you're still somewhat in a trance. It's kind of like fading in and out of sleep.
Sure.
13. At this point, you feel a very strong heart palpitation. You feel your heart just beat. And you look in front of you. You see the person in front of you was a person that you've only known as Cyber Angel 402, also known as the second in command, the lieutenant of the Cyber Angel squad, which you command.
Oh my gosh.
She looks back at you with a strange look, her head tilted, almost like unnaturally, inhumanly, questioning your delay.
Sorry, and earlier they were saying what's taking so long, is that right?
Yes.
I kind of start moving the kid behind me, and I start making some sort of excuse of like why I haven't. There's a part of the mission that I haven't completed yet.
You can just communicate as if you're talking to her.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of what it is. Thank you. I kind of put the child behind me, and I say to the lieutenant, I apologize. There's a part of the mission that I haven't completed yet. This child was unfortunately in my way, and I am such a bad liar.
That is totally fine.
I have additional orders of yours that I have not completed yet.
She blinks and looks at you. I'm going to roll. Roll me another will. Let's see how convincing this is.
Let's see how convincing of a lie this is. Please.
+2 is 11. 11 is usually a success, but like just about.
Okay.
She looks at you and says, "Is that right? Would you like me to call HQ? Perhaps they can send backup."
No, ma'am. I'm fully capable of taking care of the situation myself.
She says, she looks left, and she looks at all the other cyber angels who are already waiting in the they're waiting ahead of you in this what looks like a large vehicle. I'm gonna do some. By the way, I'm also doing some rolls in the background, like IRL.
Okay.
Because it's good to have some hidden rolls. She looks over and she looks left and she looks right, and she says, she lifts up her hand to her ear.
Oh.
Roll perception.
Okay. What die is?
It is a D20 again. It's usually going to be a D20.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's your intelligence +1, which is just a +1, I believe.
How can I get? I just realized I could just reuse my die. How can I get rid of them?
No, you're fine. I can get rid of them. 11.
Thank you.
You notice very quickly what she's doing. She's looking at you and nodding, but her hand is slowly going to her ear, and it seems like she's about to call HQ. What do you do? Also, I'm gonna describe the area behind you. You see there was a large door that's barely being held open by a vehicle that's crashed straight into it. That was a large facility. And then slowly now, as you're gaining consciousness, you're remembering that you guys basically were sent on a quote-unquote rescue mission, when in reality it was to retrieve some data inside, and you haven't actually rescued anyone inside.
I see. Ma'am, there is a whole collection of data that hasn't been retrieved yet from inside the building. I promise I can take care of it. I know exactly where it is.
She nods and she looks at you and she says, "If that's the case, then you wouldn't mind if some of us accompanied you, right? 312?"
Why is she so mean? Time is of the essence, ma'am. I assure you, I do not want to delay us any further. Please believe in my abilities. I don't actually laugh in this situation.
No worries. She puts her hand down and she nods and she says, "You have 30 minutes. Otherwise, we're coming in after you."
Understood, ma'am.
And
oh, sorry. Continue, ma'am.
She smiles. Not smiles. No, wait. Why am I narrating myself? She nods and she says, "And should you try anything off script, you will be pronounced or labeled AWOL, and you will be neutralized."
Understood, ma'am. Understood.
All right. So What's the plan? You heading back? What are you doing with the child, actually?
I turn to the child and I ask the child, how many of you guys are in here?
It was not too many. It was a quiet day. I think about. He sort of looks at his hand and he's going like 1, 2, 3, 4. She holds up 2 fingers like 12.
Okay, 12.
And he says, but be careful. There's a lot of scary things inside.
Oh. Scary things, huh? Okay, and I have 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. I asked the kid, where are they? Do you know where they are?
He nods. Yeah, he nods and he says, yeah, when you go inside, to the right, that's the evacuation point.
Okay.
That's where most of them will be hiding. Somewhere on that side. He kind of like points to like the right of the building.
Okay.
But there might be some people on the other side too. I don't know.
No, I have to choose the. Oh my gosh. And there's monsters all throughout, right?
He nods silently.
Okay, let's start trying to get your friends to safety, okay?
So at this point, where would you like to go? There's actually multiple entrances. If you look around, there's a couple of doors to the left and to the right, as well as the main entrance.
Is there a way? Do I know how this place is laid out, like by character?
Your roll intelligence.
Okay.
Let's see how much you remember.
All right. Oh my gosh.
No pressure.
No.
Nope. So at the time, it's still a blur. You're basically, it's almost as if you've just gained sentience. I know you were like, it's basically you've just come out of the trance. You don't really remember everything. It was a blur. You were just taking orders.
This is like the Mass Effect colonists mission.
Oh no.
So I'm wondering if maybe I could try to get everyone to a central location if I can somehow communicate with everyone.
You are still outside in the parking lot for now.
Oh, I'm in the parking lot. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I see what you mean now. Thank you.
Sorry. Boom. Okay. Yeah, you do see a few entrances around. You see you see to your right there's a large door.
Oh, God.
As well as 2 staircases and the main entrance.
Jeez.
It's also at this point that you notice that there are sentry turrets set up in this outside area, and they're kind of scanning. They're not firing or anything. They're just.
I have a feeling not everyone's gonna make it out alive. I'm just gonna do my best. I turned to the kid. Can you lead me to where there's definitely somebody or a few people? Oh, there are turrets, huh?
The kid nods, and he says, yeah, you can try, but, and from behind you, you hear, once again, your commander says,
oh, the commander's still here. I thought she left.
Commander's still, no, she's standing with her arms crossed, kind of looking at her watch at this thing.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. Okay.
And
she can't hear us, right?
She, at this point, you assume she could hear some of it because she says,
okay.
Oh, well, no. She doesn't look like she can hear you, kind of thing. But
I didn't know that. I would have tried to. Okay, go ahead.
No, she can't. She hasn't heard the whole conversation. But she sees you start to lead the child, and the commander goes, 312. Do you think it would be wise to head inside with a liability? It's dangerous, and surely you're not attempting to use this poor child as a human shield.
This child has information on where the data is stored. My mission will go much faster if I take this child with me.
She says, very well. Now, this is on you. Let's.
Ah!
Where would you like to go?
So
There's
now-
entrances everywhere.
Are these turrets actively gonna attack me?
No, they're just scanning. They're under control of the cyber angels.
Oh, so when
worse.
stuff starts to hit the fan, they could flip a switch on me. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
All right. So I kind of like whispered to the kid, like, take me to the first place you know where somebody is.
All right. So the kid is let me very quickly grab human kid. Boom. That's I know that does not look like a little boy, but we're gonna use our imagination here.
Okay.
There.
You made it tiny. Okay.
The kid nods, and then he kind of leads you over here.
Okay, and
to
then
this
I
little
will
side
also follow.
entrance.
Hi.
And he's going to.
How do I like go to different floors?
So do you see on the right? There's a little green tab.
Oh.
You can drag that down, and
Whoa.
it'll start slicing.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. How could I enter?
Oh, so at this point, it's
oh God.
with here the doors are closed. The doors are closed,
Okay.
and the kid says the kid he's kind of like jumping up, trying to open the the door
I mean, look,
handle.
he's much shorter than the door handle, so I am not surprised.
It's a lot shorter. I'm realizing now. Let me also just change the music a bit.
Sure.
Boom. Okay. So yeah, he looks up and he says, could you get that?
Yeah. How do I do that?
You can just say you open the door.
I open the door.
Now, as you walk in, you're met with, once again, two ways. There is a staircase that seems to lead up higher, and there is a doorway that seems to lead into the main building. However, it's locked.
Of course.
The kid kind of looks up at you and says, the adults usually like they put in a bunch of codes and stuff, but I don't know what to you can see the kid is still very frightened.
Right. It's okay. I'll figure this out. Now, do I have any sort of ability that I can somehow like hack my way in? Is that
You roll intelligence.
okay? Donk. Oh.
So, unfortunately, you are aware that being a cyber angel, you do have, especially one that isn't considered AWOL. You do have the ability, like very high clearance to get into a lot of these doorways. You do know that much. That all you need to do is like state your name and your what do you call it, numbers. So basically like Rita Kamishiro, Cyber Angel 312, requesting access, and that will sometimes work, but you're currently not strong enough. You currently don't know if you can manually hack it.
Okay. So I walk up to the door. I go, Rita Kamishiro, Cyber Angel 312, requesting access.
Suddenly the door kind of flares up and you hear, access granted.
Oh, yes.
Enjoy your stay.
Enjoy your stay.
And as soon as you open the door, you are immediately kind of met with what looks like a large showroom with many different plants and different sculptures, each of them kind of showing off different parts of different landscapes. It seems to be some sort of museum or observatory.
Okay. I turn around to the kid and I ask him, you mentioned that there are not so great guys around here. Can you tell me more about them and if you know kind of where they are or how they move around?
The kid nods. The kid says, kind of just appear. These little. He's very scared, by the way. You've just taken this kid back into his.
I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
He looks up.
Can I just be like, there, like, you're okay. Take your time. I'm here to keep you safe.
He nods and he says, they sort of slink around in the shadows. They wait until your back is turned, and that they grab you and they drag you away into the darkness. And they're screaming. There's lots of screaming.
And it's when your back is turned? I guess I clarified.
She nods.
To the kid.
Or he nods.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, okay, buddy? You're gonna hold my hand, and I'll walk you. We'll walk around together. I'll keep you safe, and you watch my back. I'll watch yours, okay? We're gonna keep each other safe. How's that sound?
Oh, yo, that is actually such a big brain play. All right, so the kid is kind of like watching from behind. You roll perception, please.
Okay.
Nothing seems to be amiss, thankfully. It looks like these monsters seem to not be around at all. You see absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's for anyone in chat. That was sarcasm.
Oh, great. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. I was like, wait, I rolled a one. Okay. Okay.
So
I also want to ask the kid. Now, that lady outside, not a great lady. I want to make sure all of your friends get to safety, but I don't think it's a good idea to come back outside that way when we escape.
The kid says, I think there was. He kind of. You notice something strange start to happen.
Oh no! If this kid is evil. Okay, continue.
Kinda. I'm so sorry, but you did roll a 1. The kid nods and then starts to like tremble a little bit. And he's like silently pointing behind you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And suddenly he goes, and suddenly he just starts screaming before he just darts and starts running away in the other direction.
Oh, I should have told him not to stick with me. Okay.
And I'm just gonna say that this is at this point you start to get this strange
I messed up.
Strange feeling as though there is something standing right
and
right
he's
behind
right
you.
behind me, isn't he? Oh my.
No, not that big. Don't worry. I'm shrinking him down. I don't know if that makes it any better or not. Oh, that's too small.
Oh my god.
There we go. You turn around.
Oh, it's a little doggo. I've seen worse in my Cyber Angel training days.
True. That is true. However,
can I canonically in world say, and he's right behind me? I don't say that. I don't say that.
No, as I do say it's totally. I'm gonna say it's actually good. When you say that,
okay.
You hear a chuckle in the distance.
Oh, what the?
It's not the kid.
Okay.
Evidently. But also your sensors do now pick up that there's something standing right behind you.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Because it seems to be sneaking up on you.
I heard a chuckle?
The chuckle came from kind of, you can't really. Yeah, you heard a chuckle somewhere. You can try to pinpoint where it's coming from if you want. But
certainly there's a more pressing matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
Let me give you some motivation music.
Oh, thank you. Well, I guess I'll turn around and see what's behind me.
So at this point, you slowly kind of turn your head behind you to see that, like, at first it looks like an inky black puddle that seems to be slowly slithering towards you. But then every time it sort of crosses into the light, you see like the shape of like almost a large dog with it doesn't have any like, it doesn't seem to have a specific shape. It seems to almost be like made of like a strange liquid that can only be seen in the light. And you're about to
okay.
And as it approaches you, it's kind of changing and shifting. And the moment it steps out of this little light beam on the ground, it's no longer visible. Yeah.
No longer visual in
yeah.
like the visual light spectrum. Is that what you say?
Yes.
Is that what
yes.
you mean? And the door is closed. Fantastic.
Yes.
If I recall, I have a little cyber friend that could potentially sense it, take care of it, perhaps.
Awesome.
Keep it occupied.
Go for it. Go for it. What would you like to do? Are you calling one of your
Yeah, I'd like to call forth my my little cyber angel speaker friend to keep it company.
Okay, awesome. So,
Not keep it company, but you know what I mean.
So are you planning on, are you going to use one of the spells, or are you just trying to use one of your speakers to
use one of my
detect
speakers to detect?
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So at
Am
this
I able
point,
to like, can it sense it and also like distract it?
Yeah. So yeah, sure. So at this point, I would like you to roll a will on this.
Okay.
So because
fingers
you're
crossed.
telepathically controlling Renlen, your will be what you use to actually control it. So at this point, yes, one of your speakers just flies out from behind you, and you just go bzz, bzz, kind of looks left, looks right, and then it slowly turns. It's like it looks at you kind of happily, kind of nods, and then it slowly stops. And then it turns around and it just makes a sad like bzz, like sound.
Oh.
And then it looks back at you like, do I have to?
Yeah. If he can keep it company, distract it.
I need to find a way
do Rin and
to,
Len have powers in this?
They've got that one, the magic wrench ability is the main thing, but they can also emit sound, and they're speakers, right? So it's kind of how your project voice and stuff work. It's through them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, at this point, one of them is gonna try and. Why is there no just floating orb? I would just like a floating orb to use. Orb. Nope. I need to find like a placeholder for them. Light. Maybe it's like a source of light. Can I possibly use this as a placeholder for them? Little.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I know there's a way for me to actually turn this into a. No, actually. Sorry. I'm struggling to find an orb. I would like to just have an orb, please. Okay, placeholder. Tentacle holding a hammer. When in doubt.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks like the video ninja's gone all green.
Oh, my computer might be crashing.
07 in the chat.
07 in the chat. I can always reset real quickly. Okay, well, give me 3 or 4 minutes.
No worries.
We can break for some water, for some snacks. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Do you see the little
I do. I absolutely love it. So I have one next to me, and I have one that's scanning the monster guy. Understood. Also, welcome back. For those who just joined me, I was able to start stream again.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Yeah. So, I guess since I don't know much about these monsters, I don't know if, I'm able to have some sort of physical effect on them. I'm going to go ahead and try attacking them with my magic wrench and see if that'll do anything to stun them or, stop them.
Okay.
Completely.
And I will say, Magic Wrench is a level 0 spell, meaning every level 0 spell can be cast twice before you have to rest for a minute.
Oh, stop entirely?
As in, yeah, you need to basically go into meditation, like a meditation state for a minute in order to regain the ability to cast them again.
But I don't have to do that immediately after.
No. You can do
Okay.
it whenever you want.
Do it. Let's go.
Awesome. Okay, here we go.
Why
here we
not?
go. Let me pull up the. Let me pull this up.
You can
Technologically.
obviously tell I'm still getting my bearings. Let
That
me
is
also give you my
fine,
OBS
because your
ninja.
character.
Is also still getting her bearings.
Exactly.
The kid's
It
just
was
like,
all
what is she
planned.
doing?
There's your.
I feel so
Obsmenia.
bad bringing the kid inside, but I wasn't gonna leave him with the lady.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Chad as well. Like in hindsight, that's actually probably the better thing, because I'm gonna be real with you, Rita. Like I was so looking forward to her showing up with the kid at like gunpoint and being like, drop everything.
No, absolutely
So-
not on my watch. Okay, so I cast Magic Wrench,
All right, so Magic Wrench. Let me check real quick.
and
It's
I sent you my
Technomancy.
OBS ninja as well. Sorry for the delay.
No worries. Okay, yes. So roll intellect, which is just a +0.
Okay, here we go. Please be smart. Please be smart. Oh, I threw it all the way over there. Oh, not so smart.
Let me just do. Actually,
Oh.
Actually.
Please.
you
Please,
do have
please,
a what's called a, because the creature itself was illuminated,
Okay.
and it's kind of panicking a little bit as a result. You have what is
good.
called a boon.
Oh.
So you can roll a d6 and you can add the results to your roll.
To make it better. Is what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. What if okay.
I'm
Fingers crossed.
by the way, chat.
Uh-huh.
Because this is the tutorial, I am being a little bit lenient. Oh,
Thank you. I
never mind. Yeah,
appreciate you
even
though.
my-
I appreciate it. I have the worst luck known to
I-
man. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I can do it.
tried.
I tried.
You it's like you see like Rin sort of. Is it Rin or Ren?
Rin and Len. So there's
it's
two of
Rin
them.
and Len. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, like
So
the
Rin
Vocaloids.
flies over and is illuminating the creature. Suddenly, Len walks up and it attempts to like emit like a loud sound.
Uh-huh.
However, the creature is now weary of your robots and quickly jumps away from it,
Okay.
just in time to avoid the hit.
Uh-huh.
And at this point, it like looks at you and it just growls and looks and is like, and it's kind of like takes a step towards you when suddenly, in your head, you hear a
The
voice, the
chuckle.
voice of a female that you're not familiar with.
I'm not familiar with though.
Roll intelligence real quick for me.
20?
Yes, please.
Okay. I don't know where my other dice went. Here, I'll grab that one. Spin. No, it doesn't. Please be good. Okay. There
You're
you go.
aware that it's not coming from your intercom. It's not wireless communication. The voice is literally in your head, and it suddenly just
I'm
says,
scared. Okay.
"Run."
I immediately turn around and I book it towards the kid.
So this is when you find out the hard way about another mechanic. When you run away from an enemy that is and
I
it
have
is in
to
attack
roll?
range,
Okay.
it gets an opportunity attack, which means they'll try to swipe at you as you're running away. It's good to
Gosh,
know.
darn it.
And it does hit,
Oh.
but this was just a little swipe, and it's
Okay.
going to do 1d4 damage.
How
So
much?
as you're running away,
Okay.
you feel a sharp slash on your back. Fortunately, it's just a small cut. However, you do take 1 damage from it.
Okay.
And you sort of stumble forward and you run towards where you think the kid was.
Where I saw the thingamabob, but I was like, okay.
I don't actually know
Okay.
where I put the kid. I don't actually know where I put it, but it's fine.
He's by the die. He's by the die, so I
It's
figured
by-
I'd run
it's
over.
by the. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, you don't see him, but you run in that direction anyway, and you're able to make a little bit of distance.
Okay.
You see the creature is kind of still following you. This is when I will ask you now, would you like to take a fast turn or a slow turn? This is a mechanic you're not aware of yet, but basically, at the start of every turn, you have the option to either take a fast turn, which will allow you to either move or perform an action. Or you can take a
Okay.
slow turn, wait for all enemies that took a fast turn to move, and then you can both do an action and move. Or in this case, might be useful to you, you can also perform a dash, where instead of taking an action, you just run double your speed.
Okay. Well, I've realized at this point the situation is a lot more dire than I expected, and I thought in my stupor I could do something about it, but I've realized what sort of pickle I am in, and maybe my initial ambitions may be a little bit much larger than what I had hoped. And now that I've lost...
It seems I have miscalculated.
Yeah, it seemed I have miscalculated. My initial goal was to see if I can grab all the kiddos and run out, but I've lost my guide at this point. So now, if I don't know if this would be a fast turn or a short turn.
Or a slow turn.
Oh, sorry, slow turn. But I essentially want to see if I can find that kid again, and if I could at least get him out or them out, and like any other people on the way to the exit.
Okay.
So I don't know if a fast turn or a slow turn.
This could be a slow turn because you're just running and looking around for other people.
Yes.
What about the your speakers? Are you good with them like continuing to try to distract the creature?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
They can come back. They'll find their way. We've been in worse situations.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Creature is currently. You look back to see the creature kind of trying to paw at them. If anything, if you didn't know any better, it almost looks like a cat like playing with like
perfect.
one of those feathers on a string.
Classic Rin and Len. Okay, so I keep kind of going further into the center of the I guess the atrium, and I call out to the kid like, where are you? We need to get out of here.
You call out.
Hopefully these monsters aren't auditory monsters. Hee.
Yeah, thankfully. Well, that's a new thing. No, I'm joking. Well, maybe you'll find out.
Well, I'll find out. Yeah.
So this boy, you reach out and you call out to the kid again, and you say, you kind of run in this direction.
Oh, the music.
And while you're kind of you're calling out to the kid and you're walking, you seem to have lost the monster. So at this point, you hear something strange once again.
Oh no.
Do you remember that voice that told you to run?
I ran.
The voice comes back, but this time it seems more directional.
Okay.
It says, you heard me. Followed by like a kind of childish laugh.
Okay. I ask it, who are you? How are you in my head?
She says, it's a long story. I'd hate to bore you. But you seem different to the others. Why is that?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I have no idea what I'm doing and who you are, or if I should trust you. But I need to get out of here, and I want to get as many of these children out of here alive. Can you help me with that?
The voice says, I guess I could. I'm also slowly moving your character just
I'm gonna try to follow. Yeah.
She says, I guess I could. Would be in my best interest to not have too much blood on my hands.
Could you cutscene me to where I am? Oh, I see you. You're on the stairs. I got you.
Yeah, I'm slowly making my way. Actually, if I use the arrow keys, it'll actually you actually follow the character if it's highlighted.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you click do you see it?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So see, it actually kind of follows.
Gotcha.
And,
okay, well, continue.
She says, I could help you, but in return, care to do something for me?
Depends
out of
what
the
it is.
kindness of your heart, of course.
Depends what it is.
Just need you to smash some glass. I would owe you one. And then I can guarantee the safety of the kids. And it's not just kids, there are adults here too.
Oh.
Unless you don't want to save them.
Oh, she has an attitude. I don't know if I have like a limited time on this call. What about me? What happens when I smash the glass? Can I like look at what the glass is all about? Like
you don't actually see where the voice is coming from. It's kind of just like everywhere
the
and like
glass. Is there a glass in front of me or something?
No. That's well, there is actually technically, but that's an aquarium.
The metaphorical glass. Uh-oh, the shattering.
She's like, she nods and she says, you should be fine. In fact, you know, let's cut to the chase. You've broken free of their control, haven't you? You're rogue, as they call it.
I guess I have.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be admitting to that too easily. But second of all, that's good news for me.
That's just the kind of girl I am, I guess. That's just the kind of girl I am, I guess. I don't really have any anything to hide, I guess.
You hear it chuckle. Like,
I'm a silly girl, I guess. Sorry, I'll take it seriously.
No. It's out of character. Be however you want to be.
Okay.
It's perfect. She looks and she says, you... Okay, you know what? The child right now is safe. He's currently found himself in a little cupboard in one of the storerooms. So let me pick at your brain for a bit and let's see if you're trustworthy enough.
Okay.
What made you come back? What made you go rogue? You would have had a great life serving amongst your sisters. Why risk all that just for a few human children? And
Did
adults.
It seem... Oh, yeah. It didn't seem right.
So, just all this, your life for a feeling, a moral dilemma, if you will.
What else do I got?
Interesting. You're an interesting one. Do you know where you are right now? Do you know what this building is?
You want to tell me?
You have more attitude than I thought. But yes, I will.
I thought I was just being funny.
She says, this is a containment facility. It's, I guess you could call it one of the many servers that allow your people to communicate with one another. And they are using me to do so, much to my delight. And so, I know things. I know things about your people that the many atrocities that they've done, the many... Roll will. This is fun. This is fun. You've got this. You triggered this dialogue, by the way. You triggered this dialogue by actually listening to the voice. I shouldn't be telling you this, but because you're new.
No. I rolled the 2.
Yeah.
I'm waking up. I'm waking up.
Okay. Perfect. Yes, you're at this point. This will roll is important because for a brief second, your memories start flooding back. The many atrocities that took place in the name of the cyber angels, the things that you told yourself were for the greater good start to flash in your mind, and your heart starts to ache as you start to remember some of the things.
I kind of like clutch at like my heart, like it's like kind of overwhelming me and it hurts, and I kind of talk back to the lady. I'm like, pretty strong feeling, because it's kind of like overwhelming me at this point.
Yeah. Austin, she says, quite the reaction. It seems you've broken their hold on you a lot more than I thought. Tell you what, Miss Rita Kamishiro, Cyber Angel 312. What if I told you that we could undo this all?
Undo how?
I'm capable of giving you the chance to go back before the cyber angels filled the skies at night, back before this world was on the brink of shattering. And all I need from you is to act as the catalyst.
and to break the glass, right?
Exactly. You're smart, she says with a slight sarcastic tone.
Okay. Where is this glass? What do I have to break? How do I break it?
Go straight ahead. The room right in front of you. Stay out of trouble if you can. Trust me, you don't want to attract too much attention. There are some people hiding there. Find one of them and ask them to lead you to the vault. Now, once you're in there, you will see some glass and hit it as hard as you can. It's very straightforward. Oh yes, and watch out for monsters that could rip you in half with one bite.
I'm still concerned about everyone in this building. And everyone in this building will be okay? I'm kind of like new to this whole like being a good guy kind of thing. I've kind of just come out of my trance. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is I want to do what I do, but I feel like I feel like a heavy pull when I do one thing, and I feel I'm kind of just going off of instinct at this point. I've kind of just woken
up. It's like a Pinocchio moment.
Right, and in my head, something's telling me you can't listen to this lady. not the lady in my head, but the lady outside. And so I guess I'm kind of starting to head over to where this voice is telling me, and I kind of ask you, like, I ask the lady, and this will keep these people safe?
She stops for a minute and she says, honestly, Rita, there are two options here, and I don't think you're going to enjoy having to pick between them. You can choose to either save all the people in this building, or you can choose to save everyone on this plane of existence, on this planet. One will involve potentially having to ignore some shouts, cries for help. So what will you choose, Rita Kamishiro?
Okay, all right, Mass Effect style decision.
Yeah, you mentioned Mass Effect before stream, and now my brain's just in Mass Effect mode. That's on you. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Do you have enough Paragon points?
Oh, I should have done more side quests. I don't have enough charm. Save the people in this building, or save everyone on this plane of existence. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, saving everyone on this plane of existence would include the people in this building, and even if they should meet their demise, perhaps you would create a new timeline where they don't. Doesn't that sound great? They wouldn't even remember you leaving them behind.
And going to the vault will bring forth which?
Going to the vault will give you the opportunity to bring the change.
Where's this room? With the people?
Straight ahead. I guess the appropriate response would be turn left, then turn right.
Oh, and,
then take the second exit.
Okay, Theory, thank you. I don't actually do it. So I start heading in the direction of the room that she's pointed out for me. And like I said, very new to this whole, like, I don't like what the lady outside is doing. And while I don't know exactly what I need to be doing, what exactly is the right path I want to take, I'm kind of just very instinctually like, this seems like a better idea.
It's
Not
like
really,
the more you're
yeah.
moving, the more you're feeling. You're starting to regain your senses. You're starting to
Right.
feel. You're starting to feel more emotion. It's
Right.
flooding. It's slightly overwhelming, but it's kind of like, I guess the easiest way to describe it would probably be like you're feeling a slight bit of nausea, but you know it's right.
Right, exactly. And I'm kind of just following this gut feeling. And can I talk to her as we walk?
Yes, of course.
We're kind of like running towards the room. Not running, but pacing towards the room. And I ask her, you mentioned you were part of this server or whatever that the Cyber
Yes.
Angels are running. Can, like, tell me more about that.
As you continue to walk, you all, by the way, at this point, I'm doing rolls. You see a few of these creatures slinking in the darkness, but they seem to be on the lower floors.
Okay.
She says, in the past, the world was a simpler place, Rita. There was those known as the Fae who would look after those that would put their faith in them. They would guide the people, but the people effectively could do what they wanted. That is when one or two beings appeared. The one became known as the new god. He promised to bring forth change, break something known as the cycle. And there also existed another, simply known as the One. As you're walking, she's kind of, you're hearing the name the One, you get this kind
The
of
One,
weird chill. Kind of, she says, a powerful being obsessed with the ability to control, suppress, and basically be the head honcho. However, his power would never grow, nor would it shrink. He was the same. However, his followers, the sentient life, the human race, they were special. Their power was gradually increasing day by day. I don't suppose you can imagine how that made the One feel.
Not very great, I guess.
Exactly. He was threatened. But he couldn't just wipe them out. He needed them. He needed to use them to fuel himself, to feed on them. So he invented a little plan in order to cause the human race to reset, if you will. Go back to zero. Start again whenever they got too close to it. And in order to do this plan, he needed the help of the Fae. Help being used quite loosely in this situation. I am one of those Fae.
So what's your angle? Why?
I hope you understand that the term help was used sarcastically. I am currently being held against my will. I don't want revenge. I just want... She sighs for a second, and you hear a different tone in her voice. One that didn't... She was always kind of smug and kind of looking down on you, but for the first time you hear her go, I just want people to smile again.
I trust her so much. This is so bad. She could be social engineering me. I kind of like, she says that, I kind of give a brief pausing nod. And I ask her, which way is this room?
She nods, and actually I just realized that
Where are they?
at this point, yeah, you've kind of just you've just kind of been wandering, so you're kind of here.
Okay.
And
Oh, I
it's at
thought
this
she was. I
point-
thought she was kind of guiding me where I needed to go.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
at this point. She actually, we're gonna say she was. We're gonna say she was. I know you're meant to look for people,
was. Okay. Oh, okay,
but,
okay. I got you.
but at this point, you've kind of been talking to her and you've been regaining some of your humanity. And chat, for anyone in D&D, I know this feels very railroady.
Sorry. I'm really bad at
means,
it.
railroading means when the DM is just taking you on a pre-planned route.
Okay.
It's, trust me, there was about 4 different routes here, just for anyone in chat. But it's more like there's other sections we got to get to, so I'm kind of pushing this along a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry, Rita. I like your choices. Trust me, they've done a lot right now, and you're gonna figure out why very soon.
Okay.
But at this point, she has just been kind of. You've almost been able to follow her voice at this point.
Sure, kind of like her.
Mm-hmm. And you stand in front of a large red door. Before even you say anything, you hear the door go, "Access granted," and it flies open.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Oh, she's gone.
And then we're just gonna have you slowly make your way downstairs. Through here.
Oh my god.
And that is when you find yourself in front of some other large.
Oh, an even larger red door. Well, that's ominous.
And
I say out loud.
the lady goes, "Rita, what I'm asking of you is no easy task, and there is no going back. I'm sorry to place such a burden on someone I've just met, but I'm starting to realize just how desperate I am, I guess. So, once these doors open, I want you to not be alarmed by what you see. And, yeah, that's consider that a heads up."
Do I need to get ready for... Is there anything I need to get ready for?
Said there shouldn't be. I didn't detect anything in this room, but...
Okay.
The doors slowly begin to slide open. Steam goes... As it's open, the doors open, and inside the room, suddenly you kind of let out a little gasp as you see inside. There's a little tube, and inside the tube, you see what looks like an adult female figure. She has bright pink hair, and they're kind of floating, kind of suspended in this liquid. The lady, her eyes and mouth seem to be fused shut.
Oh.
Her limbs are all attached to what look like these kind of large machines. From her body, from her back, you see wires kind of spreading out along the area. It's not quite as bad as our little brother from that one Mass Effect mission, but it's still pretty bad.
David.
It's it's around those lines, just not as mutilated.
I like run up to the glass and I like shakily put my hand up to it and I ask the voice in my head, what am I looking at?
The voice kind of, at this point, all this kind of superiority and such has kind of faded away, and you just hear her say, "You're looking at a once proud god reduced to a mere Wi-Fi antenna."
What happened? How did they put you in here? Why?
Let's just say that some choices some sacrifices, some decisions are made at the cost of your own well-being when your loved ones are held at gunpoint.
I start to bring my hand down, and I ask the voice, so what do you want me to do?
And before you can respond, you hear from behind you an answer.
Oh no!
A familiar voice says,
It's the lady.
Step away. Step away from the glass. Cyber Angel 312. That is an order from your lieutenant.
Now, presently, our Rin and I'm assuming, are still occupied. Can I wheel them back? Oh, I need to rest.
Yeah, sure. Now,
forgot
are you
to
calling
rest.
them straight back, or are you telling them like come
No,
back, but like hide?
Do I need to meditate at all?
You only used one charge of
Okay.
of thingies, so you still have one charge.
But I can call them
You can call them
almost
too,
at
yes.
will.
Yes,
I'm not yet. I'm just wondering.
you can. Will I say you turn around?
Yeah, I'll slowly turn around.
So you turn around, and your heart kind of.
I wanted to keep a straight face though. Like I'm not shocked. I'm like, okay, I gotta lock in.
Roll will with a boon.
Okay, gotcha. 20
Good luck,
and
Rita.
6. Thank you, I appreciate it. And a
Just
6.
me genuine. Oh, let's go. Okay, you don't
And
even
a
need the 6. That's
okay,
a pass.
okay,
You turn around to see
cool. Sorry.
the lady, the lieutenant, standing there with several other armed cyber angels, their speakers
of
glowing
course.
red, and in front of them, all in a line, you see many people in lab coats. You don't see the roll perception.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh, where did it go?
17. You don't see the child in amongst the group, the one that you were with.
He's still
But yes, they're all kind of kneeling on their knees,
No!
and the
No.
lady says, "You know, I looked up to you a lot. It's a shame, really. I never expected you to go AWOL." And this is when you hear something that brings back a huge wave of memories, but you're able to hold firm and make
thank goodness.
you're able to make a poker face. But the words you hear are, "Commander Kamishiro."
I'm the commander? That's insane. Wait.
I did say she was your lieutenant.
Oh,
You-
really? I didn't realize. Sorry. Thank you.
But no, I noticed you didn't pick up on it, so that's why I was like, okay, I can work with this.
Oh my god. No, I was too locked out. Okay. What are you doing, Lieutenant?
She says, I believe the term is showing off my bargaining chips. She says.
So
She got-
when I talk to the voice in my head, is this like an out loud sort of thing? Like I have
Yes,
to
it was out
respond
loud. Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. I kind of like turn my head a little bit to the side as if I'm like cursing under my breath. But all I say is, where is it? Or what do I do?
Good. I'm gonna say that the lieutenant does not pick up on this, and you hear the voice saying, "You know, yeah, it wasn't figurative. You just physically got to break the glass. You just hit it, maybe kick it, maybe I don't know why I'm whispering. She can't even hear me." She says,
No. Okay. Oh God. Oh my God. I have to break this glass now, don't I? Okay. I kind of like while I'm like talking to the lieutenant, is there a way? Am I able to? Do I have to say something or do anything to summon Rin and Len?
Nope, it's telepathic.
Okay. I want to. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous though because I don't know if summoning them will.
You could straight up be like, you can give them direct orders like.
Oh,
get
as if they're gonna.
can.
As if. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you meant orders to the cyber angels, like as if they're gonna listen to me.
You could try.
I want to summon like Rin and Len behind to like where they can't be seen.
Okay.
By the people.
Okay.
And I want them to. I don't know if it's gonna be like a kind of thing, or if it's gonna be like a. They have to start
it's a
lasering a
silent
circle.
hover. It's a silent hover. They're gonna hover behind the.
Oh no! I mean like breaking the glass. Like, is it gonna take time, or is it gonna? Oh my God! I'm scared. I'm nervous.
There you go. Do you see those?
Yeah.
You see those that just popped in? Cool.
Yeah.
Those are the cyber angles.
So yeah, is this glass like? Are we looking at fiberglass? Like
it's no, it seems to be a glass tube.
So if I summon Rin and Len, will they be? Is it an immediate break? Do they?
One way to find out, Rita.
All right, I summon Rin and Len. Behind the glass, because I don't know if this is gonna work or not. So I summon them behind the glass where they can't be seen by the angels.
Oh, as in like, so the angels are here. So the Rin and Len have to fly to you, so they can't just appear. So they're coming from like the closest they could get without being seen is probably like here.
Do they have lasers?
Rin and Len have magic wrench.
Oh, so they can be like tossed, is what you're saying?
In this case, you don't have to toss them. You could just target one, and because they're behind it, it'll be like a hit from behind.
I also have a staff in my hand, don't I?
You do.
So, who's on the kids right now? Like, you said they had guns on their heads.
Yes, there's many people. It's there's about. I know these are basically the same person, but it's about 4 people. Do you see them in front of
4 people?
In front of the cyber angels.
God.
And they're basically on their knees.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. I trust the voice at this point, and I just need to. Something is telling me that I need to change this. This isn't okay. This isn't good. And of course, I could just leave, reset everything, but part of me, I'm worried that. You know, other timeline or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna commit to it. But why not go out with a bang, right? try do my best to kind of help out this situation, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know how the timelines work, but I want to. Can I are they like a dog? Can I like sick them and then like
yeah,
go
you
back?
could.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
That'd be cool.
Firmly committed that I'm gonna break this glass and quote unquote reset. But on the off chance something goes wrong, because again, I just met I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I can trust this person, but on the off chance something goes wrong, I want to go out with a bang. I wanna sick them like a dog. I want to have them attack the people holding the weapons or the guns.
Okay.
On the kiddos.
So at this point, so walk me through. So you want them to start hitting these guys, and then you're gonna turn around and try to break the glass. Is that what you're doing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're like, oh God, what is this plan? I don't have a plan.
It's whatever you want it to be. This is your story.
All right. At this point, I'm desperate. I'm at this point, I feel trapped. I'm in a daze. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm gonna have Rin and Len attack the ones who are targeting the children. And as they do, I'm like, run! Like, hide, get out!
That's huge. All right, cool. Let's do that. Let's So distract. So what you could do here is project voice through Rin and Len. That's do you want to do that, or do you just want them to ram it things as hard as they can into the different guys like pinballs?
Yeah, because I'm assuming I vocally can just be like,
yeah,
kids, get out, like run. I'm about to do something crazy.
Okay, boom, that's a pass. So suddenly you hear bzzz, and they say one of the creature, or sorry, the main lady says like, wait, what's that? No, that's not what she says. She's like, huh? Is that? Wait. Suddenly you hear a dong, as Rin flies down from the rafters, smashing into the side of one of the people. Rin as well kind of circles around, swings around, dong, smacks into the head of another angel. They're gonna go again. Oh
okay.
Wait,
I did tell the kids to run as this is happening. Like, okay, cool. Am I able to act while they're distracting?
Yes. What would you like to do?
So as they're, you know, I say like, Rin and Len, like, go get him, and I tell the kids to run. I immediately turn around and I start using my staff, and I'm like breaking the glass. I'm like, come on, and I'm like trying to get the. Oh my god!
You're -1 strength. You've got your big staff, and you're just whacking it. Oh, this is exciting. Please don't miss. You bang, you hit the glass and makes a big like cobweb like crack. It goes all up the glass, but it's not quite enough. And
can I do it again? Can I hit it again?
As you're about to hit it again, you hear several of the kids have started running.
Okay.
However, you don't see it because your back is turned, and you hear your lieutenant's voice. Rita Kamishiro.
No.
You smash that glass, and the next thing you hear is a gunshot.
Oh no!
What will you do?
Other kid!
Actually, it was more that one of Rin and Len, they failed one of the 4 throws. It's one of those kids. I wouldn't do that to you. That kid's probably still in the cupboard.
Oh, thank God. Okay, but still,
this is
somebody.
This is just another kid.
That's still a kid. You're not making this any better. Okay, this really is like Mass Effect. Well, in my heart, I know what happened. Like, I know what's going on behind me, and I kind of like Arthur like Finch class, and I'm like this, you know. But in my head, I kind of steal my resolve, and it's like I did as much as I could in this situation, and you know, I can't do everything perfectly. I'm not gonna be able to do what I need to do. Am I able to try again?
Yes. Roll strength. Please don't fail this.
Please.
Oh, for the love of God, don't fail this. Or you're I'm gonna be sad.
Oh, I'm gonna be sad too.
Yes!
For the kids! Okay. For the kids! Okay.
You suddenly, you close your eyes, you hold up your staff, you grit your teeth, you clench your staff so hard that you feel like blood dripping down your hands because you know the choice that you've just made. And as soon as you hit the glass, you hear the start of an explosion, like the start of gunshot, like a poof. But then suddenly, a loud ringing fills your ears like a shing, and your vision just goes wide.
Oh my God.
Let me pull you over here.
While I'm existing in this like space, am I able to talk to the voice?
Yes, while everything's completely white right now, sure.
I'm kind of like, this is kind of a weird thing to ask, but I'm assuming, can I just be like hello? I'm like, hello? Like, I'm kind of like reaching out, like, is anybody there? Because I'm still like kind of regaining consciousness, right?
Yeah, like your everything is white. You're kind of in just a bleached space.
I'm like, I kind of go, hello?
You hear a voice saying, "You've done well, Rita." No, she says, "You've done well, Cyber Angel." No, Rita Kamishiro. But you notice her voice is a lot weaker.
I want to ask, what's your name? I know that's so bad. But
no, you're in an anime. That's exactly what someone would say.
Kimi no Nawa.
Kimi no Nawa. No. She says, I haven't told people my name in a long time, but I guess my final breath should probably be that.
Final breath! Sorry, I didn't say that out loud.
You could say that.
No,
out
I did
loud.
it.
Okay. She says, my name is Fluencia, the goddess of fame and influence. I'm at your service. Now.
At your service is crazy. Sorry, continue.
She says, even like fading out even more. Her voice is almost glitching out. Like.
Can you repeat her name again?
Fluencia.
Fluencia. I want to burn it into my mind. Okay, go ahead.
And she says, the last thing you hear before she completely fades out is, tell her I said hi.
That's insane. Not the doomed Yuri. Oh my gosh.
Let me
Oh,
status.
no.
Boom. All right. Perfect. Do you see everything right now? Do you see?
I'm
you see the
here.
map?
I'm here. Who is she?
Perfect. And
Oh my
suddenly,
God.
roll perception. Really, this is
Oh
this
my
is this is where it gets
God.
fun. This is where
Oh
it gets.
my god. She said I did well, so that's... Oh, she's gone. Oh, the dice. Where did it go? Oh. Oh, my...
All right. So
Oh,
your
God.
ears are still ringing. There's
The music
you're
is so
not
silly.
quite sure what's happening. You're definitely not where you were. You feel something that you haven't felt in a very long time, and that is like what
heart-
feels like blades of grass.
Okay, all right.
And your eyes are closed, your ears are still ringing, your head is foggy. Everything that just happened almost seems like a bad dream, but it almost takes faith to believe that it actually happened. So you're somewhat disjointed from it. It's almost as if you don't know how long you've been lying here for. And suddenly, you feel a poke on your cheek.
I start, like, blinking my eyes open a little bit. Blearily, I'm like, huh? And I look over to whatever's poking me.
You see what looks like a small girl. She's about seems like she's about like 4 foot. She's wearing a oriental kind of white dress with like pink like cherry blossom pattern on it. She's got bright pink hair that you immediately recognize.
Oh my god.
And she's kind of poking your cheek.
Oh, that's
And she's-
her referring. I don't know. I'm very crafty. Okay.
And you hear "Aw, this one dead. Dang it."
I kind of go, dead? No. And I start kind of sitting up a little bit with
She
much,
suddenly-
pain, I guess.
She goes, oh, yeah, you're hi, hi there. Nice to meet you.
I kind of start trying to feel, I guess, try to make myself look a little bit more put together, but, with a little bit of struggle, I'm like, hi yourself. What's your name, little one?
My name's. She roll perception.
Okay.
Also, at
Oh,
this point,
God.
you notice as you're standing up, you notice something. I don't know how you'll feel about it, but you suddenly see feel a bunch of metal and different parts that naturally would have hovered around you. Suddenly begin to they just kind of, you notice them just fall to the ground, like almost as if they're deactivated. All these like
Okay.
robotic cybernetic parts just kind of go clunk onto the ground. So you just about notice that, but that's all you really notice.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you see Fluencia kind of look down at what looks like her hand. Or you see the girl. Damn it! You see the girl look down at her hand and she says,
person. Okay, so not a doomed love story. I see. Okay. Continue.
she says, my name's
there we go.
Fluencia. Nice to meet you.
I kind of take a second. I was like, Fluencia, like that seems oddly familiar. And you said she put her hand out or something?
No, she was looking at her palm, but you're not quite sure at what
Oh.
while seeing this.
I'm like wondering if like I kind of like crouch down to her. Hi, Fluencia. Like, what are you looking at there?
Nothing, she says, and she hides her hand behind her back.
I go, oh, come on now. You know, sharing is caring, right? What do you have there?
She looks a bit bashful and she kind of lifts out her hand, and you see a bunch of notes like scribbled on her hand. It's like a little script.
Oh, are these yours?
Mm-hmm. I sometimes get a little tongue-tied when I'm talking to new people, but I gotta kind of do my job. I'm a goddess after all, and doing and greeting new people is my job.
Well, you are doing a fantastic job. Goddess, you know, introducing people. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, yeah. She looks back at her hand. So, my name's Fluencia, and I'm the goddess of fame and influence. And, she looks back at her hand. Oh, yes, and you, have been chosen as one of my champions, and you're gonna stop the world. No, wait, that's wrong. She looks. You're gonna stop You're gonna save the world from. She lifts out her hand, and at this point, her notes are just in full view of you, and she kind of makes an imaginary rainbow in front of her, and she goes, "The great calamity."
Wow, that's huge
That's cool,
news. Right? Oh yes. Oh, fantastic. Me, your champion?
Mm-hmm. That's why you're here, right? Now I could have sworn I only summoned 2 of you, but I mean, I guess I've miscounted before.
2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just me?
No, I don't know if I was meant to tell you that or not, but no.
Where perhaps might this other person be?
Well, there was 2 of them. That's all there was meant to be. But there's you, so you're the.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, third person. You're the third person.
And we're all your champions.
Mm-hmm.
So, Miss Goddess, as our guide, what, pray tell, do the champions do?
They stop. She lifts up her hands again. The great calamity.
Right.
Yeah.
And this calamity.
Mm-hmm.
How is it stopped?
I don't know.
Right, because that's our job. Somehow.
Yeah. She says, wait, this is from one of the previous. This one from Frederick's one. So can you roll perception?
Yes, of course.
This is just a bit of flavor text. I want to see if you notice it.
Okay.
3.
Oh, I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 3. Okay.
Okay.
I got rid of one of the other.
I'm gonna say that you kind of look down on her hand, and you see it clearly says calamari, but it's crossed out, and it says calamity now, because of. And if anyone in chat wants to figure out the story behind that, go watch Frederick's solo story.
Oh. Okay.
But,
so, continue.
Yeah. She says, as the goddess, and because I'm all cool like that, if you wait, let me actually get the voice back 1 second.
Sure.
So if you want, now it's not forced. Don't need to take it. Every goddess is allowed to give 1 wish. And you can have whatever you want. Like the last guy, his name was Nick. He asked for a bag that could pull out soda. That was really cool. I like soda, and he likes soda. So we're friends, even though he was mean to me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay, most people are mean to me.
Oh, well, we can be friends.
Her eyes light up immediately at the sound. That's wait, really? You mean it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, yay! She smiles, and she you see her hover into the air slightly, and this is the first time we've seen her actually use some powers, and she does a little swirl in the air.
I'm still very like taken aback by everything, but I'm doing my best to kind of just.
Oh, I should also mention it's at this point you realize you're on a giant floating island in the middle of a vast ocean.
Oh, at this very moment.
Yes.
I kind of look at her floating, and then I'm like, floating, and then I look around, I'm like, floating. Okay. Floating islands and wishes. Wow.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I guess your character wouldn't be super familiar with magic since it's like the future's all technology and stuff.
Yeah. I kind of like go down to my head and I pinch myself real quickly. I'm like, okay, all right. Okay.
Is that's cool. What kind of game is that?
Oh, it's okay. Nothing you need to worry about. So that wish you were talking about, is that something I have to cash in right now, or can I keep that in my pocket for a rainy day?
So we kind of got it. Well, it's kind of a right now kind of thing because we're like face to face and all that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh God, gotcha.
I'm
I will be
sorry.
seeing you later, buddy.
Well, you can reach out to me whenever. Really, you just gotta find one of my
Shrine. You might want to write that one down too. That might be an important one for you. SHR.
She's at this point she's using her finger. She's using her finger, and it's like
like a hook. Like a hook. It looks like this. I hold my finger up like a hook. R I N E. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. I can certainly try to make a shrine.
Shrine.
Yeah. So I guess I gotta make my wish now, and well, how about this? Since we're friends, if you have any ideas or maybe hints for what I know somebody asked for a bag of soda. Do you have any just something to like a jumping off point, something I can get an idea of what's possible, right?
Tell you what.
Yeah.
I know it.
Oh.
Just the thing, something that you would absolutely. Wait, let me go back to your character sheet because I know that it is
well, yeah,
here.
let me take a look at what I have.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, tell you what.
Uh-huh.
I've got the perfect thing for you. It's
Uh-huh.
Well, friends give each other presents, right? What if I make a little surprise?
You know, that's a fun little idea, but how about you give me a little hint of what you're thinking about first?
Well, right? Get this. So you're my friend, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and so we gotta show that we're friends. So I was gonna give you a friendship bracelet. I can show we're friends.
Wait, that's precious.
I was gonna make it myself. No need, yeah.
Oh my gosh! I'm assuming that's the wish.
Yeah.
The wish into existence, a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, but I haven't done it yet.
No. That's such a precious idea. I'll take it.
Just me knowing for a fact that there's no way Rita, even though it's the most useless wish ever, there's no way she'll ever do it.
And tell me about the friend. Like, tell me, like, what does it look like? What are the colors? What are the charms on it? What can it do if I'm in a pickle?
Well, so what it can do, right? Get this. Okay, you might want to sit down for this. She says,
okay, sure,
and she stands up, and now she's kind of using her arms, and she's me. So picture this: you're exploring in a dark, scary cave, and suddenly a bunch of no, that's too scary. Not spiders. A bunch of big ladybirds jump out, and they're about to attack you. And you look down, and your name is. What's your name?
Oh, Rita.
Rita. Your name is Rita. And you look down, and Rita starts with. She makes a hook with her finger.
Oh.
R.
With R, yes, right.
And so do radishes, and so it's the same color as radishes, and there's little radishes on it. And when you look at it, it fills you with motivation, and it reminds you of me.
Wait, I love that. I love that idea. That's awesome. So it's a bracelet full of all the powers of radishes. Is that right? And
Yeah.
and
Well,
what
no.
else? Oh, okay.
I mean, no, friendship. It's
And friendship.
Yes.
And friendship.
Mhm.
Because it's like in the word friend, there's like a letter R. It's like a poem.
So friendship
Yeah, friendship.
equals radish.
Radishes. Yeah. I'm
You
kind
know
of like.
face palm so hard right now.
Okay. Is there anything else this friendship bracelet can do? Our imagination is limitless, right? Why stop at just radishes? The power of our friendship is so powerful.
You're right. What if?
Yeah.
What if
Okay.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
she's
I
kind
have,
of she's kind of
okay.
dozing off. She's
okay.
completely
I kind
dissociating right now.
of try to drag her back in for a little bit. So it's a friendship bracelet, right?
Yeah.
And don't we want to make more friends?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll give you the ability to make more friends.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
that or what if for every friend we make along the way, they also get a matching radish bracelet, friendship bracelet. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Oh,
If you,
okay,
You make
yeah.
if you make a friend.
Mhm.
So this helps you make friends,
Mhm.
and then those friends will get friendship bracelets if they
Yes.
become your friend.
Yes. Yes.
I
Perfect.
love it.
I
That's
love
so
it.
cute. She
Yes.
says.
And at this point, I'm like, my brain still hurts. I'm all out of ideas. This is as much as I can manage, and so I'm like, you
But
know
you're
what?
also fresh out of like
Yeah,
hive mind.
and so yeah, I'm kind of just like, that sounds great. That sounds wonderful. I think that's a perfect wish to be friends with you and to have this beautiful mark of our friendship. And I'm still kind of just like, oh my eye, I need an ibuprofen. But I don't say that out loud. But I essentially I'm like, okay, that's my wish.
And she says, can do. She says she's kind of trying to. You can see that she's like her eyes are wide, and she's like, you can tell she's trying to remember how to do it.
Okay.
It's very evident. And she says, "Oh yes. And also while we're doing this, gotta
Okay.
give you some directions. Find the
Okay.
other two. They probably
Okay.
know what they're doing.
Do you know where they went or?
Yes.
Oh, and could you point me in the right direction?
She's starting to like. She's starting to zone out again. She's like, well, I kind of just dropped them in the world below. But
Okay.
I can. You should be able to find them if you track down a hidden market in the Underdark.
Hidden. I'm kind of repeating to myself. Hidden market in the Underdark. Hidden market in the Underdark.
Can't miss
and
it.
Can't miss it. Okay. And I'm like, what hidden market? I kind of start looking around, and if I recall, there's like a pile of junk.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like all your old mechanical parts.
Okay, so there's nothing of. Okay.
Roll perception again.
Okay. Yeah, I want to inspect at this pile of stuff. She's saying all this stuff, and I'm like trying to figure out things.
So as you're looking through this huge pile of like mechanisms and mechanical stuff, and because remember, like a lot of the tech would have been able to, like, as a cyber angel, would have like kind of formed around you and stuff, like your full, like, have you seen the OVA for No Game No Life Zero?
No, no.
She turns into like this giant kind of robot thing. But anyway, it's just a huge pile of metal and junk, and you're sifting through while Fluencia is talking, and suddenly you hear something.
Oh.
As you're going through here. Bzz, 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 bzz. By the way, there's a high chance you weren't going to find that if you didn't check this pile again.
Oh god, oh god.
But yeah, you hear it's like, it's almost crying for help. Like, bzz. It's like, do you know a sad cat? Do you know the sad cat meow?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's
meow,
in here.
meow, meow, meow. Just kidding. Okay. And I'm like, kind of like dusting it off. I'm like, oh my god. And I look around because something in my head is telling me that there's a second one. That there's more, and I keep looking, and I'm trying to hear if I can find like another noise, a similar noise.
You're listening and you're rummaging through this metal heap, and very quickly you see one of them's like in there, but it's kind of like holographic eye, and it's closed. And for a brief second, your heart stops until you're. You're snoring.
I'm like starting to like remember what these things are, but something compelled me to just bring them close to me, and I give them a big hug, and I'm just like, oh, like I'm happy. I'm incredibly relieved for whatever reason.
The what's it called, Fluency? Looks over and says, "Oh, what are those?"
And I kind of like look up from my hug, and I look at both of them kind of back and forth, and they're looking back at me, I guess, expectantly.
Yeah, it's just a blink. It's like the thoughtless blink.
And the first thing I think of is I look over at Fluencia, and I'm like, friends.
Oh, you're friends with footballs. That's cool.
I'm also still kind of just like out of it, so I don't know how to respond to that. And so I'm just like, sure. Yeah, sure.
She says, "Don't even worry. Check this out." She kind of like walks around behind those stairs. And she pulls out a little rock with like a face scribbled on it.
Oh!
And this is Xavier.
Xavier. Is he your friend as well?
Well, actually, we're kind of in the middle of a little argument. But I do care about him. But I just want him to know that even I have my limits, you know.
We're only
he's a little difficult.
Right. And then I go, we're only humans. I mean, goddess. So I'm kind of like, I guess I'm still in a daze, and I kind of try to, I guess, remember something again, and I go, what was that place you were talking about again?
Oh yeah, the market. So yeah, you'll probably find them there, kind of through reasons unbeknownst to even me. It looks like that's where they're gonna meet. One of them is a big old, kind of looks like a giant robot. Can't miss him.
Okay, a giant robot in the Underdark. The something in the Underdark.
And the other one.
Okay.
His name's Nick.
A giant robot and a guy named Nick. In the Underdark?
Yep.
And sorry, where was it again in the Underdark? I'm like putting my hand to my head.
The Hidden Market.
Hidden Market in the Underdark. A large robot and Nick. And do you think maybe my friends here could come along with me?
Them? Yeah, sure.
And
yeah.
I'm still kind of like scratching my head. And maybe I missed this. Can you remind me how we're getting to this Underdark place?
Oh, yeah. Basically. You're gonna drown. And
like
then
metaphorically?
You're gonna metaphor.
Oh,
like probably.
Okay. I sure. Okay.
And then you'll wake up there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll bring you as close as I can.
Okay, as close as you can? Question mark? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very good at. I mean, to be honest, I'm actually very good at this goddess thing. It's just that I choose to sometimes make mistakes.
I kind of like, that makes me chuckle. I shake my head.
Kinda,
you know what?
She puts both her, she kind of puffs out her chest.
Yeah, I kind of chuckle. I shake my head kind of out of my confusion. You know what? You're right, Fluency. You've been doing a fantastic job. Thank you for your help. Well, Miss Guide, if there's nothing else you need to share with me, I guess I'm ready to, metaphorically, drown?
Yeah. Metamorphic.
Right. Yes.
All right. Well, Rita.
Fluencia.
and suddenly you blink,
Uh-huh.
and she's not there anymore.
Oh! I kind of start looking around like, Fluencia?
You start to notice that the water below you is starting to bubble. And it is at this point that you realize that Fluencia doesn't know what metaphorically means. You see the water begin to rise higher and higher.
But Fluencia, I don't think you know what metaphorically means. I start running towards the stairs with Rin and Len in my hand.
You're
to
running
the top of the stairs.
towards the stairs, and then suddenly
Go!
the water just flies up over you. How do you react?
Like in the water? Like,
Yeah, you are.
Can I
you are
breathe?
submerged. No.
Oh.
No.
I guess I'm just frantically like. I guess I'm like, choking on the water, and I guess I'm looking around because I don't. She's a goddess. Maybe she'll make me breathe or something. I look around and try to get my bearings if possible.
It's let's just say that
I
does
don't get
not
my
happen.
bearings.
You do
Okay,
not get your
alright.
bearings.
That's
And
fantastic.
upon exhaling,
Game over. Okay.
You once again find yourself blanking out.
Oh, again.
And,
Okay.
I'm gonna say, so we're about to hit 2 hours. So
Okay.
you good to start wrapping it up around here?
So I'm good with whatever. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Because it is at this point that you wake up and you open your eyes to find yourself kind of.
Oh!
Yeah, do you see this? Does this look cool?
And where am I?
I'm about to
Can
bring
you-
your character in,
Okay,
and then I will use the cutscene to bring you over.
Perfect.
Boom, here. Cutscene
Okay.
mode.
Okay.
Grab shot. Boop.
Awesome.
And there we go. Do you see your character?
Yes, I am. I do.
So
yes.
it's at this point that you sort of you realize that you're no longer on the floating islands.
No, I
The,
guess I'm not.
The strong smell of like stone, and do you know that's got like kind of dusty smell and gravel, and there's a faint irony tinge in the air, as well as
I like the other place better.
it's dingy and it's not amazing. And you look up to the sky only to see it replaced with a stalactite covered ceiling, like cave ceiling.
Okay.
And you look around to see suddenly your hearing starts to kind of, the water starts to like leave your ears.
Yeah.
And what you hear is, let me get this. Daytime. You start to hear people all around you. There seems to be a bustling. There you hear that.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
You start to hear the bustling of a large populated area. Upon looking around, you see like dingy buildings, as well as many different stalls of people that don't look particularly friendly, selling goods and hollering at people. And you see many different bars and restaurants, people doing their best and serving rather rowdy customers. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I do apologize. There was a lot of information being thrown at you there.
No, it was great. I mean, isn't my character supposed to be confused and such?
True.
I
You're
thoroughly
so
felt that.
right. But yeah, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. How do you think I did?
I think you did great. I think you actually did very good.
Oh, great. I'm glad. This is my
The
first time doing
hardest-
anything like this, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That's yeah, no, you did really good. Like, I think the hardest thing for a dungeon master with new players especially is getting them like role playing well, like talking. So I tried to throw as many different types of characters at you. I tried to like force you into those situations, get you to make some big decisions.
No, it felt like Mass Effect. Oh, I did? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, let's just say that Fluencia is probably one of the better ones to have encountered.
Oh, oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah, I wow, that really like felt like the part where I was like breaking the glass. Like that felt like Mass Effect to me. Like that whole like section where I was like, Rin and Len, go! Kids, run! We gotta break this glass. That was crazy.
That was actually
awesome.
Great thinking about getting Rin and Len, because there was a high chance they were gonna go firing squad on you. So you did actually. I admire the fact that you were like, you chose like the Natsu way of like, I'm gonna save everyone.
Right. A little ambitious, but hey, at least I tried.
Yeah. And your conversation with the lady at the start was very good. And then kind of wandering the facility and stuff. Can you believe that was 2 hours?
No. Wow, that was so fast.
It felt like 10 minutes, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I really can't wait to see you.
It was funny, like as I was getting my bearings as a player, like my character was also getting her bearings. So it was funny, like, you know, kind of playing along, also kind of getting my grasp on everything as my character was.
I'm really glad. I'm actually glad. I think that was the thing, right? That we were saying like it works out really well because that's just you. So you don't actually need to really pretend or be anything more than you are. The Fluencia interaction was probably the most wholesome. So Fluencia, not every character, but especially your character was probably one of the few that has the option to have never met Fluencia. Because if you didn't trust the voice, or if at any point you didn't trust her,
I'm too trustworthy.
You are, but there's also, did you choose to fight the creature first, or did you choose to bringing the kid inside was something I actually didn't expect, so I had to figure out how that would like affect the other powers that be and how they view you. For example, you bring the child inside, completely stopped one of the other. You just didn't straight up didn't even interact with one of the other gods because of reasons.
Wait, this is so cool.
Yeah, like there was. I like to give my players options.
Yeah, and I think what I did was I think I'm like locked in on what I like what I did.
It is very. I'm very happy. I am quite pleased. I'm glad you enjoyed the world. I'm glad you enjoyed
Fluencia. Yeah. I thought when she was like, say hi to her, I was like, is there like, was there someone that she had fallen in love with, but she like can't meet anymore? But then I'm theory crafting now. But then it's like, oh, maybe she's talking about like this version of herself. But anyway, that's all my theory crafting.
You'll have to find out.
I'll have to find out next time. Gosh.
And the what was it called? Yeah, you treated Fluencia surprisingly well. Like, I've literally just straight up, I'm not even gonna tell you who, you can probably guess, but one
Nick.
character has straight up tried to murder her.
And Nick.
Yeah.
You don't even need to tell me. Oh my gosh.
But like,
that is so
some people,
funny. Well, you want to know? Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, she's actually, my idea for her was just a mixture between Paimon and Aqua from Konosuba.
Oh
so
my god.
Like, yeah.
Well, you want to know the exact moment I like trusted her immediately? Because at first I was like, I don't know. But the moment I knew for sure I wanted to trust her was like the sigh. You know what I'm talking about? Where I was like, what's your whatever, like something around that when we were walking around, and she like sighed, and she was like, I was like, oh.
It was the one where you were like, what is it you want? Like, what happens if you broke up?
And she like sighed. I like locked into that immediately. I was like, oh, I trust her.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad, because like she wouldn't have told you if you hadn't actually asked her the question, right? Because actually I have systems in place if I notice that players are just kind of going with the flow too much.
I felt bad because I was like, am I asking too many questions? Like, is that a thing? Like, I'm not.
No, if anything,
Okay.
if any of my players are watching, they're gonna hate me for admitting this, but if I notice people aren't asking enough questions, I will lead you down a rabbit hole,
That
and
is
you will.
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like, do you remember Alkinator? That little
Akinator,
app?
stop!
Yeah. It's like, you know, if you say yes
Oh
too
my
much, he just
gosh.
goes, I think your answer is you're just pressing yes. But yeah, no, I'm really glad. And like I said, I knew you were definitely capable of making these big decisions and doing all these things because you played.
you.
Like,
I
watched
wasn't
Mass
sure.
Effect. You're good. You're fine. You got a
Really?
better
Because
ending
I
than
take
me.
like 10 minutes to like make decisions.
It'll
So I
be
was like, I
fun
need
to
to speed
see
this
you.
up.
It'll be fun to
gosh.
see you with the other people.
Oh goodness.
Because now you got to make the decisions with Frederick
together
and
as
Nick.
a group. Oh. Something tells me this is going to be a very interesting dynamic, for sure.
And I have to figure out how to do an arc in 2 episodes because that's my time limit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, is this like a soft stop, hard stop at 2 hours? This is where you plan to stop for me?
Yes and no. It was
Okay.
like, in this case, there was the option for you to explore the city a bit.
Okay.
There was the
Unless,
option.
because if you're time bound, that's no problem.
Oh, we can keep going if you want.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so-
no,
I'm so-
I was good with whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's a good little like interlude, I guess.
Yeah. No, we can keep going. That's totally
Yay!
fine.
Yeah, I'll play through however much you had planned for today.
Oh wait, maybe not how much I had planned because I planned like weeks worth of content. Like I've got half of the world developed. Like there is months of content.
Gotcha. But in terms of like solo mission, how much were you hoping to do
Solo
today?
mission, I could probably go around 30 minutes to an hour more, at most.
Yeah, let's do it. I need
Before
to
it starts
find.
to
I
go
need.
into spoiler territory.
Yeah, I need to find them. So. I
Exactly.
guess-
Well, see, the thing is, you can't actually find them yet because they're not in the call, right?
I understand.
But this part's good.
Okay. I mean, if you're fine, if you think this is a good cliffhanger, we could stop here. I could always
tell
just.
you what.
Okay.
Let's make it so your character is actually somewhat. Let's go for a little bit more. Let's ground you in the world a bit because I think the other two were kind of finished their stories, thrown in, and stopped straight after. Let's make it so that your character is a little more aware of this marketplace and stuff.
Okay. Then they are. Okay.
All right. Let's go for 30 minutes. You got
Okay,
you got
30 minutes. Yes,
32 an hour.
absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. And back in character.
And see. Back in character. Okay.
So, at this point, you've pulled yourself up. You're looking around. The world is much. It's not as bad as the future,
Oh, for sure.
but you seem to be in a world that's a little bit behind in the times. You see stone, roughly cut stone brick. You see tarp made of very evidently like animal skin. Like there's no treatment or anything. But even then, this area seems very grand, very built up, very urban. And that's when you hear a voice from your right.
I look over.
You
To my
see
right?
what looks like a small. How do I describe it? I need to find something over. You see what looks like a man, kind of
gosh,
looking at
hi.
you strangely, and
Oh, strangely. Oh, okay.
he kind of says, "Excuse me, are you lost, perhaps?"
I'm still kind of getting my bearings. I kind of just wrestle myself out of my stupor, I guess, and I go, yes, where am I?
Oh, well, he squints his eyes a bit. You're in the market of
Market of.
He looks to the left and he looks to the right and he says, Wait, one second.
All good, all good.
Frantically opens notes because I closed them and thought I could.
Sorry, that was totally my bad.
You're good. It's where is? Oh yeah, you're in the market of glare. Not me literally forgetting how to speak my freaking main language. So he says, yeah, you're in the market of glare. Strange of someone to be here without seeking it out first.
I go, sorry, I just meant where in the market. I just, first time here.
Silly me. Of course. You're currently in the, where you are exactly is on the porch of my house, but we are currently above the restaurant district and the leisure district, if you will. It's where people come to get food. Just directly below me is a small stall that sells a variety of fruit and vegetables, although I would not trust anything there unless you cooked it. If you cook it, you probably won't throw up your insides. Yes.
I kind of like realize that I've not really like I guess fully engaged. I kind of like look at him. Sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
Oh, my name? You can just call me Sam.
Sad. And what do you do here in the market?
Me? Why? Follow me. It's rare for someone to take interest in my work. He starts to lead you around.
Oh God.
He's like you seem to put a slight spring in his step. He says, "Oh, by the way, watch the cactus. It's
okay,
a little
yeah,
bit,
sure. Let me find my bearings real quickly. I follow him.
You
Is this a dark alleyway?
No, you're like above.
Okay.
Like it's exactly how it looks. You're kind of in
it's
a
not like
above.
okay. It's not like some sort of shady.
Well, this entire place is shady, but this place seems to be shady, but out in the open.
Okay. I kind of follow at a distance, not like directly behind.
Welcome to the Sam, the pot emporium. As you can see, I make pots.
Okay.
And very, very, very high quality. Can I interest you in a free sample?
What's the pots? What am I sampling?
Oh, it's kind of reaches over, rumbles through it, and pulls out a small, seems to be like a small copper pot about the size of a tennis ball. It's kind of round and it's got a little cork on the top, and he hands it to you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh.
What do you sample? Oh, it's just a pot.
Oh.
There's nothing in it.
Oh,
you can put water in it. You can put other liquids in it. It's very well made, very versatile.
Oh well, thank you, San. These are very exceptional wares you have here. I'll be sure to come to you for any of my pot container sort of needs.
Says,
I'm kind of like looking around at his other wares and kind of casually like, hey, so I kind of start, bringing up a random conversation while I'm looking around his store. Say, San, have you seen any suspicious characters around here?
Oh, yes.
Well, I guess, yeah. Go ahead.
Of course. Many.
Right. Happen to oh my gosh, I'm trying to like gauge my memories. Any
here's my advice as for a new player. It's good to either have a pen and paper at hand or a Google Doc open.
Sure. Okay, I will. Giant robot.
A giant robot.
I don't remember. Hold on. Can I phone a friend? Can I ask the Archangels just this once? I didn't think I could.
Of course,
okay.
Go for it.
Sorry. Archangels. What am I asking about? I know it's a guy. It's a guy named Nick. I
tell you what. Why don't we pretend that the Archangels, when they speak, they're speaking like it's written in Latin.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like you're
I
actually
have to
consulting your
ask,
speakers.
Are they like? Do they stand out? I'm assuming because they're robots in this. primordial world.
How do you just want them floating around, or do you want to attempt to hide them? I mean, at this point, they are floating next to you. San doesn't seem too weirded out by it, but you can also tell that he's not really all there.
Okay. He's not really all there. Gotcha.
Yeah, he did seem
a little like, yeah. I guess I kind of like, I turned to like, to Len. I'm like, hey, what was that one? There's a guy named Nick, and who else? Archangel, please tell me you remember.
I love it. It's like everyone's just like, who?
As I wait for Len to respond, I turned my head to the other direction. Ren, do you remember? I'm still kind of just, I whispered that to them. I'm still looking around the wares. Whispering bad noises, that doesn't help. I guess while I'm waiting for a response, I am still striking up a conversation with San. Tell me what's going on, any interesting going on around the markets?
Oh yes, there's quite a lot of interesting things that have happened recently. For example, they recently brought in a new shipment of spare sheets of copper that I've been able to use to make the most exquisite pots you've ever seen. Some of them, get this, he looks left and right and leans in. The square pots. How absurd. But I tried to spice things up a bit.
I can certainly tell. So I'm still like waiting for Rin and Len to like parse the question that I guess they're also still trying to wake up. Oh gosh. Oh goodness, no one remembers. It's okay. You know what? That's just part of the lore. It's fine.
I will say one thing you notice as well is on your right wrist there's a little friendship bracelet, and there's like
Do I remember everything that just happened?
Roll intelligence.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, you do remember the whole situation, and it's like the chain is made out of little wooden. It's like a wooden kind of chain, and each of the little links are like little radishes.
Oh my god! Wait, I feel a sense of inspiration. Okay. Oh wait.
Would you like to save?
Wait, hold on. I accidentally and then drag. And... Oh wait. What?
No, it's like where my camera was facing, it just appeared right in my face.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I got jump scared. 20! You immediately, your brain is just back. Like everything is just like, you immediately snap out of it. You're like, oh, wait, okay, cool, right. Mission is meant to find a dude that was a big robot.
Okay, that was right. Okay, good.
And a guy called Nick.
So I am like, that's awesome, San. Square pots. I really think you're gonna really shake up the market with that one.
Don't tell anyone, all right? This is a trade secret because I trust you.
Yeah. You're my trusty. You're my trusty guy, my go-to guy. Listen, San. I'm looking for a guy named. I came to town looking for a guy named Nick, and this big. And I'm assuming that he doesn't know what a robot is. I kind of start describing. Like what robot? This sort of like big metallic creature. Seen anything like that?
Yes, of course. There's one or two of those have been seen just outside the marketplace, just kind of chilling, doing the thing. As for Nick, yeah, everyone knows Nick. Everyone knows Nick.
Everyone knows Nick. And outside the square. Awesome.
Yeah, would you like me to bring you to?
You know what, Sad? That'd be awesome. Are you cool with the shop being unattended?
Oh yes, no one really comes. He looks down, comes around.
Well, you know, San. When I go continue on my travels, I'll be sure to tell everyone about San the pot seller.
Yay! Oh, I like that. That rolls up.
It has a ring to it, right?
It does have a ring to it.
Yeah.
It's much better than San. He looks down again. The weird guy.
Oh no, you're not weird, San. You're just friendly.
Yay!
All right,
thank you.
Go.
Says, all right.
Oh my god, I love everyone
march.
that I've met so far. Okay.
I love
forward march.
this guy. He's great. It's he's leads you back the way you came, and once again he goes, mind the cactus.
Oh yes, you're right. Thank you, San. How do I mind the cactus?
He looks and he says, just don't step on it.
What if
It
I
was a
step?
gift from
What?
my grandmother.
Oh, of course. I don't want to ruin a good present. Of course not.
She says.
So, oh, sorry. Can I have a conversation with you while we
Oh
walk?
yeah, of course.
So, San, how long have you lived here in the market?
We'll pretend you're walking. My finger got tired. But,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But he says, "Oh, I've been here for at least 2 years. Rather strange place. Very strange place." He says. He says, kind of. Looks a bit. Roll perception.
Okay. I like talking to people.
I mean, that's D&D, right? You're doing it right.
Yay! Okay. I got a 20.
Another one?
You're
crazy for that. You can tell that there's something a lot more than what he's saying. He seems very disturbed by and you still have your your archangel. This is for the first time in a while you hear like a bzz, bzz, and your cybernetics, your archangel cybernetics are like very briefly like fire back up, and you're able to like notice like his sweat glands, his heartbeat. You become hyper aware of him for a brief second, and you can tell that like there's something like very deeply
troubling him.
Troubling him, yes, exactly.
Hey, San?
Yes.
Listen, you seem like a really nice guy. San, you seem like a very honest guy trying to, get his pot selling business, up in the air. It seems like something's troubling you, What's going on?
I don't know if I should talk about it. It's... I mean, hey, no one talks to me anyway. Might be a good way to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
They say that the longer you stay in this market, the more...
Oh, God. Starts to back up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Continue.
He says,
I forgot I'm following from a distance. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Can't be too trusting.
Not too far though. I don't. There we go. That's good.
He says, you start to.
Oh my God! Please don't be evil.
Lose track of things. To lose track of time. People start to get greedier, if you will. They start to crave things. They get trapped here. They look for ways to make more money so they can get more things, and eventually it leads them to, once they have enough possessions, you see them slowly turn to knowledge. What could be more valuable than knowledge, right? But that knowledge comes at a cost, and it's truly saddening. Truly.
What about you, San? Speaking from personal experience?
Oh no, I'm perfectly content with my pots.
Okay. You do seem like it. Shall we continue?
Of course.
I'd completely trust San now.
He looks over and he says, he starts to, you can see he kind of stretches out his hand almost as if he's holding an imaginary skull, and he's like, for what more could you give a man that already has everything that his heart desires?
Oh, you must be really passionate about these.
Would you like to
God,
he pulls out a little, he says, so would you like to hear a little poem I wrote?
San, about your pots?
Yes.
Oh, San, I would love to.
It's like...
Oh my gosh, where are you?
He's on the ground.
Hold on, San. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble getting my bearings. Give me one second. Oh, thank you, San.
He comes back and gets you, and he goes...
He's so precious. Okay.
He goes... Through the pots and pans may burn my hands. My heart belongs to thee. My square pot with your geometrics. You are all that matter to me. And for what could you give to a man that has all he ever wants, who lives. That's all I've gotten. See, it's kind of hard to find a word that rhymes with wants. Do you know any words that rhymes with wants? He said as his walkie leads you.
Oh, I'm not really much of a poet myself, but I'm sure it'll come to me someday.
Thank you.
Everything else was fantastic.
You guys basically continue to talk. There's like a little bit of chit chat. He seems to be rather friendly. But
Can
one
I
thing
ask
you
him
definitely know.
another? Sorry, I had another one.
Yeah, go
It's okay. No, you can go ahead. I'll ask him before we kind of split up.
Okay, so all I was saying was, you notice that people seem to be, they're looking at him, and you can tell they're whispering about him behind his back. It's very evident.
No,
Yeah.
not about San. Whisper about me.
Oh yes. By the way, where's Bryn and Len? Are they just hovering around you?
I figured they're just hovering. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're also talking about you.
Oh, well, we can be weird together. I felt bad. I don't want them to be talking badly about San, but if they're talking about badly about both of us, I'm sticking by San's side.
He looks at you and he says, he notices that you're kind of a little, and he's like, don't worry, they mean well. They're just curious individuals at the end of the day. They will buy my pots one day.
I think so. I think so, Sam.
Now, what do you?
Oh yeah, so I just got into town. Got my business trying to find my my. I was hesitate to say friend because I don't know if I could. I guess buddy, because we're both my buddy Nick, and we call him Big Robot Guy. That's our nickname for him.
Robot Guy. Oh, that's a fun name.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's like how I'm the pot guy.
Exactly. But new to town. Is there anything you wanna kind of give me a briefing on while I'm here? The economy, currency, anything a newbie around these parts needs to know.
Oh yes. He looks left and he looks right and he says,
"Oh God."
Buy as little as you can.
Noted.
Kind of.
Gotcha.
He doesn't really emphasize, but you can tell he's kind of like, it's like
hush hush.
Hush hush and almost uncharacteristically serious.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That kind of caught me off guard, him being serious. Gotcha. I kind of start following him.
But apart from that, oh yes.
Oh.
He says he stops.
Oh, I stopped.
And then he awkwardly turns around because you realize that he just got lost and he's really.
It's okay.
He says, "Oh yes. Also, you must try the what do you call it? You must try the I forgot what it's called. Oh yes, the apple pie. It's over there. It's he kind of points over the table. You see. It's a bit overpriced, but I'm sure you'll like it.
Sure.
But yes, and then he comes back to this area over here, this small looking workshop area.
Yeah. What? Hold on. I'm on my way. Sorry, a little slow.
And inside, you see what looks like a man, kind of like hammering away at like what looks like a large sword on a table, and and next to him, you see a woman. Kind of, she's what do you call it? She seems to be, here it is. She seems to be counting some money, and the moment she sees you and San walking towards, she quickly puts it away.
Likes it. Oh yeah, yikes. Okay.
And she walks over, and she walks over to the other guy and is like,
Oh.
It looks like you have guests. Go greet them. You know the drill.
Yeah, and like before the guy kind of comes over, I kind of lean over to say like, who is it?
Oh yeah, these are the guys we're looking for.
Oh.
And this big guy kind of walks over and goes. He kind of like inhales, and like suddenly like his voice is like bellowing and deep, and it's kind of like it's a little off-putting. He goes, "What is it? Can't you see I'm working here?"
I lean over to Santa again. This is Nick?
Oh. No, this is George.
Oh. the guy I'm looking for?
The guy? And as soon as you say guy, the George turns around and goes,
Uh-huh.
Nicola, I don't know if they're customers. And she goes, what do you mean? They're not customers?
Sorry, we just got a little turned around. We'll be on our way. And I kind of start like ushering San towards the door gently.
San kind of looks over and she's like, wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? And suddenly George kind of runs after you. It's like, please, no, he's like, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Please do come in and browse their wares at the very least. I have a tendency to scare away the guests.
Yeah, no worries at all. You know, we're just browsing the shops at the market. I was just looking for someone. I think we might have gotten the wrong person. You wouldn't happen to know anyone? I'm looking for a guy named Nick and this big guy, this big metallic sort of looking guy.
Well, I can't help you about the whole the Nick fella. I've got my hands full with what Nick has. It is. As he says that, you hear you see a hand just whack him in the back of the head, and she's like, "That's enough from you. You go back to work. I'll go talk to him." And he's like, "What? I was just joking." And she goes, "Off with you." And he grumbles under his breath and stuff I can't say on YouTube. And and she walks up and he says, "It would seem you're looking for a clockwork?"
Yes, Nicola, was it?
Yes.
Yes,
nice
we're looking. Nice to meet you too. We are looking for a clockwork.
Well, you're in luck. It seems I might know where you can find one. A few actually, but unfortunately, information isn't cheap.
I look into my pocket to see how much money I have.
None.
None?
Not from this world.
But then I kind of...
You do find a small coin with a dragon on it. And it's like scratched on your hand, but you're not quite sure how that.
I kind of like see that there's only one coin in my very obviously empty like money pouch, and then I kind of like look at San, and then I remember like the thing he said, like, don't like spend your money here. And then I kind of close my wallet. I don't think I have any on me at the moment, but I'm sure we'll find our way.
She says, Oh, I see. Well, tell you what. What if instead of buying something, you bring back 2 people to the store and get them to look at some stuff. That's all. I'll give you the information you need.
Okay, I'll think about that. I kind of look at San for like what his read on the situation.
San is admiring some of the pots and pans that he has found alongside, and he looks, and he goes, oh word, these are exquisite. Is this? He reaches over and he smells the side of the pot and he says, cast iron.
Oh, San is my favorite person. I kind of look back at her like, yeah, I'll try to do my best. And then I kind of like go, thanks for your time, and go over to San like, all right, buddy, let's head out. I say buddy already, but I'm so bonded to him.
He nods and, what do you call it? He nods and he says, oh, but I was just... He's pointing at the pots.
Oh, I kind of just... Oh, were we like already walking out, or did he like stop to say that?
Well, yeah, he's like stopping and looking, and he's pouting and looking at the pots.
Oh.
It's like a kid that's just in a store. He's found some cast iron pans.
Okay, so I haven't like left yet.
You can. I won't stop you.
Yeah, there's not really anything else I want to do in here. We gotta finish our great tour, right, San?
Oh yes. I know a place with some
Magical
very
place.
shiny pots. They never rust.
Oh.
Can you believe it?
Oh no! Wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
they seem to be made of iron, but they don't rust.
Oh my gosh.
Is
Okay,
it?
I'm following.
Is it? Now,
Uh-huh.
so, how is Nick?
Right. Oh, you know, haven't heard from him in a hot second, but you know,
I
last
mean, we just
I.
talked to them, right?
Oh, Nicola.
Yes.
Right. Fantastic person. Didn't seem too peculiar. What about you, Sam? What do you think about Nicola? I think you've known Nicola more.
He's bashful, and he says, well, I think she's very pretty, but my mother raised me to not be a homewrecker.
Oh.
Of course, with my dashing good looks and my ability to craft wonderful wares, I know that I could treat her well, but alas, she is spoken for.
Well, there are all sorts of other pots in the pottery barn. I'm sure the perfect one will come along your way someday.
Exactly. He looks and he's like, and guess what? There is, would you like to see, there is another pot maker in town. Oh, I should take you to see her. She's absolutely lovely. You'd love her. You can tell that he's kind of like smiling and he's smirking and he's just really just looking for an excuse to go see her.
I'm kind of like looking around, like I'm not really. It doesn't seem like I'm gonna be getting a lead on where Nick and this robot guy are by standing around in the same place. So, sure, why not?
He's happy and he starts skipping along. It's
Oh
like,
my God,
we're going
I
to see
love
Patricia.
it. Patricia! Wait, where are you? Sam, I'm a little lost.
Oh, sorry. Comes
No,
back.
you're fine. It's just a little dark.
Oh, here, let me. Here's a little
Oh.
torch.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get one of those?
Yeah, always carry a torch. It's an underground area. Always good to be prepared. He
Oh.
says as he starts leading you down.
Oh, wait, hold on. Slow down a little bit, Sam. Okay. Sorry, a little slow on my feet.
Over here, it's oh, whoops. He starts leading you down now what looks
My
like a
God.
rather dingy alley.
So where is this? What is this place in the market?
This area is the goods and the wares. We're actually just below the great auction house. As you can see, he kind of points up over this large platform to your right. This area of the market seems a little bit more put together.
Okay.
And the area above this great platform, you see many people crowded around a pedestal with different wares and artifacts that are they slowly rise up out of it, and you see many people bidding on them. However, instead of using like paddles or signals, they seem to be initiating bids using like multicolored flames that like shoot up into the sky. So
I
you
think
hear,
canonically, my character is a little hard of hearing because I thought you said artisan house for a second. Auction house. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, the like someone would go, can we get a 200 gold, 200 gold, 200 gold, and then you see like almost like a firework, like a pink firework shoot into the air. That's 200 gold. Can we get 210, 210, 210, 210 for this magical pot? And the moment he says the word, Sam's head spins around, and he's like, "New friend, have you got money? Have you got 200 gold on you, by any chance? 215 to be. Dang it."
Sam, I'm so sorry. I don't.
Oh wait, he looks in. He pulls out a coin pouch and looks inside. Never mind. Do you have 313 gold?
Why did the number go up?
Because I have 2 gold in my pouch.
I'm
It went
confused.
down by 2.
Oh, it went down by 2. Okay. Sam, remember you told me not to spend anything? What about you?
It's a magic pot.
It's a magic pot? What do you mean?
I don't know. I just heard him say magic pot. I don't know what it does.
Sam, there's
Yes?
more pots in the barn, right? There's more pots out there in the barn.
Oh right. Yes, and we're going to go see Patricia.
Yes, right.
She
I
goes in.
wipe the sweat off my brow.
He knocks on the door. He's like, knock, knock, knock. You go, and suddenly from inside you hear the voice of a younger lady just go oh.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, San? What did I say about disturbing me during work hours? Especially if you're not buying nothing. And you see a lady kind of like walk out and she's kind of like rubbing her face a little.
Oh no.
And San just looks at her and says, "Hey, Patricia."
Oh. And then does Patricia say anything back?
Patricia just sighs and says, Look, San. I know yous like the pots here and all, but you know, I just. And she suddenly looks at you. She sees you, and she's like, "Oh, no." She's like, "Oh, you're. I've never seen your face around here before. Would you like to pop in and see my wares? Are you a friend of Sam? Sam's?"
Yeah. I kind of like look at him and see how he reacts.
He's all giddy and happy.
Yeah, a friend of Sam's. Yeah, just I heard that this is another place to look for some fine pots. Thought I'd look around.
Yeah, she says, "It sure is. I do pride myself in my craft." She says Stan here is he's a regular visitor, although he never buys anything. And besides, she whispers over, "I'm pretty sure he's just here to steal my designs."
Oh. I'm like, can I like turn to Stan and be like, "Stan, is that true?"
He looks over and he goes, "Huh?" He didn't hear a single thing you guys were talking. He goes, "Huh?"
Okay, I turn back to Patricia as I'm kind of looking around her wares. So, Patricia, anything interesting going around in the market? I'm new in town.
She says, "Oh yes, there's been a bit of commotion. A few people have the trading caravans in. They brought in a bunch of new wares, probably going to be sold in the auction house.
Okay.
Apart from that, this guy over here has put me on quite the spot recently. Very embarrassing, right in front of some customers." And
what happened?
She sort of looks around and says, "Sam, could you she points up. She points over to the bag. She's like, we got some new pots over there. Do you wanna go examine them?" He goes, "Oh boy, do you make them yourself?" And she goes, "Yeah, they're handcrafted." She skips over.
Yeah, buddy.
And she looks over and she goes, she says, "Sam, wouldn't trust him if I were you, you know."
No! Why?
I don't know. He comes over to my store very frequently. And, he's a fellow pot maker. Recently, would you believe it? He looks left and she looks right. He asked me if I could join him for dinner, and I'm pretty sure he plans to steal my ideas. He seems nice, but he pays so much attention, comes over here. His intentions speak for themselves. But anyway, you're asking for what's gone on in town. Yes, a rather strange man's been seen walking around the town with a large trunk. Smells a bit weird, that trunk. As well as that, like I said, the trade caravan's in, so they'll have a bunch of exotic wares, things you've never seen before, and grand machines and magic and such.
Yeah. Tell me about that smelly guy. Do you happen to get his name? Or where he might be?
I unfortunately haven't been able to catch his name, but I'll keep an eye out. He was last seen around the he found himself in not the best of situations, with running with some of the local law enforcement, if you could call them that. Currently in a little cell, not doing too well.
Oh, do you know what happened? What happened to this person?
Yeah, they asked him what was in the trunk, and he punched them in the face.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like to myself. I go, that sounds like a trouble. That sounds like I might check that out. Interesting.
He's also got a little. Can't miss him. He's got a little green friend that likes to. He's a weird one. They've both got these large scars on their body.
Okay. Maybe a big clockwork as well.
Clockworks. Yeah, honestly, the caravan would probably have a bunch of them shipped in. They're strange creatures. Do you know anything about them? I could educate you.
Yeah, I'd love to be educated.
She nods and she looks over at San, and you can tell she really just doesn't trust him. He's just very off-put by how much attention he's given to the quote-unquote store.
I trust him. Continue.
And she looks over and she says something along the lines of, such a good-looking man. If only he didn't just hang around here for my wares. Anywho, turns around back to you and says, now, as far as the caravan goes, they're probably going to be around the great auction. The clockworks themselves are usually suits of armor or machines powered by gears and such, and they're kind of illegal in most countries and most parts. They are inhabited by a soul. The soul itself usually doesn't have a choice in its inhabitants of said body. Kind of sad. I kind of feel sorry for them, but nothing I can do, you know.
And where could I find some of these?
Oh yeah, just go up the stairs, turn right. You'll see a big group of people, and just behind them you'll see many little cages and just stuff. They kind of set up and plonk things around and wait for their turn to sell things at the grand auction.
Gotcha. Well, Patricia, it's been a pleasure getting to talk to you and check out your wares. I'll be sure to come back if I need any pots and other containers.
Yes, of course. You're always welcome over to Patricia's Pot Emporium.
Patricia's. Well, I don't know if I ever got the chance to introduce myself. Rita, by the way.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, Rita. You seem nice.
Okay.
You seem nicer than some. She once again shoots some daggers at the back of Sam.
Oh. Sam has daggers?
Well, it's a figure of speech for she gave him a suspicious glare.
I see. A suspicious glare. Well, I guess I'll continue trying to go find my companions in
Would you
town.
like me to keep him a little distracted for you if you need to slip away? You can be a bit clingy.
Oh. Is it that I was going to make? Okay, Sam, let's go.
No, you can do whatever you want. Cassandra actually comes back at this point and is like, So Patricia, about the dinner.
Oh.
And she looks and she looks genuinely sad. And she's like, sad.
Keep going. I'm eating this up. Oh my gosh.
She seems very torn. You can roll perception.
I would love to play matchmaker here. I'm rolling for perception
for sure. Stop you.
Please.
Yeah. You can tell that like she's definitely interested in him, but like it's
Patricia! But she thinks that he's like only in it for the wares.
Yes. I love it. Yeah, this is the side quest. You found yourself on such a side quest.
I'll work on it. Surely this isn't gonna be the last time we see Patricia, right?
Who knows?
You
never know.
Now.
Cause you never know, right?
Oh.
But you can do whatever you want. You can honestly do whatever you want. Like I said, we can stop at any point here and like when everyone's together.
No, I want to side quest this.
All right,
And then
let's go.
I can tell them about. If it comes up, I don't want to pry too much into not my business. I want to stay in my. No, I should stay in my lane. But I'll kind of like, So she's like, what about the dinner, right? And she's kind of like, well,
she's hesitant.
You know, I kind of like look over to Patricia and well, you know, why not? You know, maybe you'll enjoy yourself, and who knows? Maybe you know, he's not just interested in the pots, but and then I'm kind of like leaning over to her, but Patricia as well? Question.
She smirks and she looks at you and then she sighs and she says, and why would anybody be interested in this crazy old pot lady? She says with a giggle.
Oh my gosh.
Rita's fighting the urge to side quest so bad.
No. And then I kind of like look at her like, Patricia, you know, and then what's a better match for a crazy pot lady than a crazy pot guy, right?
She laughs. she laughs. She said, you know what? You're right. Tell you what. She says. She looks at Sam again and says, oh, by the way, another new some pot making materials over there. And he goes, oh goody, and skips off again. And she goes, tell you what, Rita. I think you've inspired this old girl. I'm gonna make him interested in more than just my wares.
Girl! So I don't say that out loud. No, I do, but it's more like an atta girl.
and she says, tell you what. Come back and check on me after dinner. I'm sure to fill you. I'll be sure to fill you in. You seem like a good person, better than most people around these parts.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Both of you, Patricia, said you have a lovely dinner. And I kind of walk away. I kind of like, I give her the, I kind of walk away, turn around, and I want to see what they're doing, like if they're talking more friendly.
At this point, she's kind of joined him, and they both seem to be pointing and talking about the little pots and stuff.
And then I like turn around with like a smile. I kind of like chuckle to myself, but then I realize I'm like kind of lost.
yeah,
but I don't want to like ruin the mood. But I'm like, you know, I have a general idea of where I need to go. I kind of like remember. Maybe I should just stop here. Maybe let's just stop here. I think we've hit our last hour.
Oh yeah, perfect. I was gonna actually say that this is the perfect time because Frederick did do something before the end of his session.
Okay.
And suddenly you hear screams and commotion, and you turn up to see what looks like on the pedestal a large, ornate, almost doll-like figure. It's made of like white, like ivory, kind of coated like limbs. It seems to have like gold trim and pearls embedded. And people seem to be kind of whispering and shouting. There seems to be a bit of fear and unease as this clockwork its head kind of inches, creaks, and then looks left, inches, creaks, and then looks right, looks down at its arms. It seems to have been in some sort of like a stone ring around it that was basically kind of used for like packaging and such. And he kind of like lifts up his arm and then just breaks out of one, breaks out the other, and then starts slowly, like robotically, just walking forward through the crowd. And that is where we're gonna end it.
All right, okay, for realsies this time. For realsies this time. Wow. Okay. Good.
Yeah, you went on one hell of a side quest. I was really enamored by Sand. I was like, this is such a friendly person. I want to like, because I was honestly trying to make him really irritating. You're too nice.
Really? I did not get that at all. He just seems so friendly.
I mean, hey, like it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. That's so funny, though.
And there's like, as you can see, this world is full. It's like you can do whatever you want, right? I had a party specifically, not Mirror Quest party, but yeah, Demon Warrior says she's too trusting.
Oh.
But the what was it called? I had a party specifically. It was an entire pirate campaign. They're going to be pirates. There was an entire lore thing. It was going to be amazing. And they found an island. They built a farmhouse and they decided to be farmers, and I went with that, and they ended up buying the island, and it ended up becoming Animal Crossing. So I won't hold you back. If you want to play matchmaker, you can. You know,
I'm so checking in on it. If we're passing by the area, I'm like, guys, hold on a second. I need
to check on something. Yeah. But it's good. Your character's the only one that's kind of familiar with the market now.
Yes! Yes! See? Woo! It pays to be friendly.
Exactly.
And I'm not in prison. I haven't gotten in trouble with law enforcement yet. So
you're not. You also don't have a.
No, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
I was like I'm very impressed with both players. All three of you have really impressed me, for better or worse.
Really? Okay.
There's a lot of choices that I honestly like. I love. See, the reason why I'm not a big a lot of D&D people, a lot of DMs really write everything to the T. Like, if this is said, say this. Whereas no, I make the characters, I put them in the world, I know their ambitions, I know their goals, and how you interact with them is totally up to you. And when you do things like just not leave San when he's clearly not leading you to where you want to go.
We're gonna go on an adventure.
Yeah, it's like that's cool, because I'm prepared for that, and it makes me happy because I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna do, right? I don't know if you're gonna pick up on Patricia's
I could
intentions.
Tell. No, because the thing is, I was like, when you were like, she seems kind of sad, I was like, oh, I'm a people person. What can I say?
And it's cool.
Oh my gosh. No, but I mentioned that I had technically played one TTRPG before, but it was like a Japanese TTRPG. It's totally different.
Really? Because I know that was run by Yuta, right?
Yuta, yeah. I was like given a character. I was given my motives, and I kind of had to like. It was almost like it was a Clue.
Oh, right.
It was essentially a game of Clue, but we had to like role play it. So that was the closest I've ever gotten to ever playing.
So yeah, so this is completely different.
Yeah, so like actually like D&D sort of like TTRPG. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been such a fun first experience.
And thank you so much for agreeing. Like this, like you said, if it was very different to what you're used to, and that's kind of D&D can be super scary. D&D can be kind of.
I've been waiting for the opportunity to actually get to play D&D. So the opportunity rose, and I was like, wow, I feel so lucky.
And hopefully we can talk it over with the others. Try to find a date that suits you guys for when you all get to meet. Then you guys get to go on a little mini thing. It's not going to last too long. And then, should you guys choose to continue in future, I won't stop you. Because I know everyone's busy as well. But basically, the main goal is to give your viewers and my viewers a chance to, for my viewers to get to know you guys, and for your viewers to get to see their, like I said, see their anime Oshi in an anime world. It's kind of like it's like, do you remember Hollow, when you saw that Hololive, did you see that Hololive trailer where they're all like animated and stuff? And it was really cool. It was like the Hollow Altar thing. It's like that's what inspired me to make Mirror Quest, right? I wanted to give people that experience, that feeling. It's like, oh my gosh, that's my Oshi. She's playing matchmaker for two crazy pot people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So by the way, before we end off, do you have anything cool coming up? Any announcements?
Yes, so for those who are not familiar with what I do here on my channel, one of the games I recently finished was the first Xenoblade Chronicles, and I'm hoping to start the second one pretty soon. And I'm hoping next week, hopefully next week, I'll be releasing a cover of a Xenoblade song from the first game. And I'm hoping to kind of release it and then jump into 2. So.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah! If you're a fan, or if you want to become a fan of the game, be sure to check that out. But aside from that, I'm just hanging out. If you want to get to know me more, be sure to check out my channel.
And Rita's link is in the description below. Make sure you check her out. As for me, mind if I announce something?
Oh, please! I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Yay! So this probably won't apply to a lot of you because not everyone can access Bilibili, but I am going to be part of Amuse. They're another company, very close to my company, and they're holding a little concert, and I'm gonna be taking part in that concert, and it's gonna be really fun. So that's gonna be on a day.
On a day, right?
On a day. I believe it's next week, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's basically all. Apart from that, thanks again, Rita. I really appreciate it. You were absolutely awesome. And can we get a round of applause for Rita? She did amazing. Do you guys think she did amazing?
And for you as well.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna head over to. Is there anyone? Do you want to do a double raid? Are you going to talk to your chat for a bit, or?
I was gonna chat for a few minutes. Yeah. Okay,
awesome. Is there anyone you want to? Because I'm gonna chat as well, but I can raid into the same person.
Let me take a look. Not that I know. Do you have someone?
Let's see. Let's see. It's so weird. I feel it's such a sense of like.
I have one.
Oh, you do? Awesome.
Phoebe is having a 4-year anniversary. Can
Phoebe, the idol Phoebe?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I'm assuming you know where to go?
Let me, can you send me a link to the stream? And I will see if I have perms to raid into them. It's the place to be. It's free, Alve. Who's the idol that's causing all the buzz?
Yeah. Exactly. All right, there you go.
All right, awesome. All right, I'm gonna let you head out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, why am I so far away from the screen? I will zoom in. I'll get closer to the camera. What did you want, Vig? Wait, let me close the game. Hold on. Close. Quit Tailspire. What did you want, Vig? What was your favorite part? That was so fun. Oh my gosh. Wow, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. I was really nervous because I've like seen like these before, but it's been a while since I've watched like a campaign. So I was like, I don't know. I hopefully I can kind of remember what to do and where to go, what I need to do. But I think it went really well. It was so fun. I think, oh my gosh, I was gonna say my favorite part was the like meeting Fluencia, but then I met San, and that was such a fun. I hope San and Patricia can get along. Oh my gosh. A very fun story with lots of twists. Yeah, no, the sort of like the mood change was really fun too, because I feel like I want my character to be like this is like my character is very similar to me, like I think personality wise, but I think like when she was like in the sort of like sort of I guess the thick of it, she knows she kind of has to like lock in, you know. But I think her more true nature was able to kind of be free, I guess, when she realized that she wasn't kind of like in danger or like in that sort of situation. So yeah, I was glad because I was like I'm gonna try to be a little bit more myself, but I have to like be in the zone, right? And so I was like, how do I take this seriously without cracking a joke every once in a while? Because we were like in the thick of it, right? We were in the bad guy zone, but I just wanted to keep cracking jokes because that's how I keep my mood up. Yeah, the breaking of the glass part was so intense. I was so worried that like something bad would happen because it's like, yes, I'm just gonna be leaving right after, but it's like might as well try to do something to help the children. I don't know what's gonna happen after the fact, if there even is a timeline after the fact, but who knows? I can see specific tropes from games and anime. Yeah, it really is very isekai. Right? Gosh. Wow, I want to go back and watch the VOD. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Just means you gotta beat the campaign. I know! I think we're only planning on having like 2 though. 2 sessions outside of this. So hopefully we can, really get to business. Yeah, I don't think we've decided on a next date yet, but let me actually... Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to remember. I didn't know, taking notes was a thing. But now I know. Mm-hmm. Saving children is, the most common trope. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? Send them to their doom? Goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. I'm happy you're dipping your toes more into D&D. Yeah, so I've only ever watched campaigns. I've never, done one before, or, participated in one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, especially when you have time crunch as content creators. That's true, yeah. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see, I know, yeah, these TTRPGs can be pretty long, so I'm wondering how we're gonna be able to fit everything in too. I mean, I've seen short enough campaigns, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, tomorrow we're doing Zenless, so I actually need to get caught up. I wanted to do Zenless chapter... Oh my gosh, I forgot. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. tomorrow. I'm driving my friend to the airport. My friend, they were like, hey, can I ask you a favor? And I was like, yeah, what is it? And they were like, can you drive me to the airport? And I was like, yeah, of course, sure. And they were like, wait. Don't agree so fast. I was like, why? And they were like, it's at 3 a.m. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'll make it work. But yeah, I have to get some stuff finished for the cover for next week. And then I gotta go to bed early so I can wake up at 3 a.m. and not crash. Goodness. Well, I also need to play some Zenless too before tomorrow so we can get to the chapter 2 without trouble. Good luck, thank you. I am pretty much a morning person. I mean, I told you all earlier, I woke up 5 a.m. earlier this week to go to Pilates at 6. But, I mean, I don't often wake up that early. And it was fun, I wanted to see what it's like. Hope you can sleep still. Yeah, I hope so. Tomorrow might be a fun and interesting day at Idle Side Job. Gosh. Yeah, so I figured this, I guess the scope of the story is gonna be, smaller. Yeah. But I'm really excited, it's gonna be so fun! My only experience with, TTRPGs is Critical Role. That's the only campaigns I've ever seen. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'm excited to finally be in the hot seat. Yeah. Goodness. But yeah, be sure to what are we doing this week? Let me see. Yeah, tomorrow is Zenless, and then we have until then this weekend, and then I'll find some time for Xenoblade. Next week, probably Friday evening. Yeah. I'm excited. It's gonna be so fun. Woohoo! I've been waiting. Everyone's like, oh, you're gonna love Xenoblade. Or Xenoblade 2. So. Oh, this makes me want to play more of 1 or 3, but I need to finish my Zenless for tomorrow. I'm so incredibly excited to jump in. I hope you all like the cover. I hope the cover can be done in time. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get some dinner, finish up the thing for the cover, and head to bed. But I'll see you all tomorrow for some Zenless, and then Saturday morning for Until Then. But as always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel. Rita Kamishiro at your service. Bye! Bye, 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 bye. my goodness! Thank you for the raid! We are gonna double raid into Phoebe's stream. But yeah, for those who just tuned in, I think this is the old schedule again. Sorry, I'll update the schedule one moment. Uno momento, por favor. But yes, do not pay attention to the schedule that is on the screen. Tomorrow is Send the Zone Zero, and then on Saturday morning, we're gonna play this visual novel called Until Then. We got through the first chapter last time we played this, and if you want to check that out, by all means, please get caught up if you'd like, and then we'll jump into chapter 2 on Saturday. But yeah, have fun celebrating with Phoebe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.